everybody. Welcome to Vaccine Game, where there's no railroads anywhere in sight.
Totally.
And no character secrets at all. So before we get started in the actual thing, I was told that I have to open something that was sent to me by the lovely Aya. So.
And no one else. No one else helped with that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so let me move my shit out of the way.
I feel like we need like suspenseful music. And just, like, zooms in on the box.
What's in the box?
Set it up like
I know what's in the box.
like a TV reality show or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That I don't remember.
I don't know what.
Did they send the wrong package?
What? Are you fucking with me? You're fucking with me. I'm like,
Yep.
assholes. Well,
We opened it yesterday.
I was so fucking confused. Like that. What? Even?
Nice. That's
That
funny.
was Kevin's idea. To do that. He's been hiding under the table this whole time to
What a
hand you
good-
that stuff. Okay,
What's
I'm
that
not
green thing you
salty.
got there?
not salty. We got Lilia pins. And Kevin got dice. Get over here and open your dice. I have a second chair.
Hello, Kevin.
I can.
What kind of cookies are these, Aya?
These are double chocolate chip cookies with walnuts and stuff.
Are they special?
They're not weed, okay? I swear to God.
Pretty sure you can't send that through the mail legally.
And I'm assuming these ones are from Vex, the
They
little
look
tiny
Canadian.
maple leaf
Yes.
candies.
They're delicious.
Oh, are these are the pogs that I have to yell at Chris for deliberately throwing at me and be like, "Yep, that's the thing you can use in Cat's game. Tell her I said so."
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Those
And
pogs.
The biggest D20 ever. Holy
These,
shit.
Wow, jeez, my light. These pogs will be in the backers kit for the Kickstarter for Retroverse.
What do your dice look like? Mine are so pretty and sparkly. They're purple.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are...
They're like speckled. They're like black and white.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Aya.
You're welcome.
Great. Oh, you're the best.
We miss you very much at PAX, so I hope that you guys enjoy these. And also, we signed the bag with all our names on it.
Yeah, there's Callie, Aya, Scotty, Jesse, US Vex, and... Oh, no, it says Marina right there.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Can't
I
read
just can't
cursive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you can practice forging their signature.
Yay!
There was a joke about swapping out this Crown Royal bag for ours because ours are purple.
You mean like this one?
Yeah.
I have one of those somewhere, too.
Oh, and she painted the actual little tags too. It has a little logo on the back.
Mine has pizza on it.
The best, Aya. Thank you.
Yeah, I was debating which little trick to play, but... Yeah, it took a while. We only had 1 day of planning, so...
I don't know. You got us pretty good there.
Yeah, that was great. I was so confused.
Take a cookie for your travels.
You pulled out the donut, and I'm like,
Rather than play a Star Wars
Yeah,
game.
I was like,
I was like, how did Aya find the exact same toy that Terry likes? It's really weird.
I'm magical.
The funny thing is half of that shit wasn't actually in the box. Kevin just handed it to me when I put my hand in there, so I wasn't expecting it either. Oh, they're so good. Okay, bug her off.
I'm not
Do you want to
salty.
take your dice?
Well, there you go, Vex. Got to see it all.
Storage is proprietary.
You have to tell us what the candies are supposed to taste like. I'm assuming maple because
It's
Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah.
It's maple.
Yeah. What other flavor would it be?
Poutine.
Ew.
Fries with
Oh.
gravy and cheese on it.
That is like the worst candy I can think of.
I hate that.
That sounds good, but not as candy.
Yeah, not as a candy.
No, like a chip flavor, perhaps?
See ya. Oh, shit.
Vex, I still have that bag of ketchup Lays. I should probably throw it out.
Oh, excuse me. I have to put up the dragon.
It's only been like
the
3
grilled
weeks.
skillet.
I hope these dice roll better for you than the ones that you've been rolling.
Hopefully, knock on wood.
Mm.
Alright, let me get my headphones. Yeah, so does anybody want to recap what the heck happened last session, if you remember?
Yes, I can do that.
Do it.
Hey, guys, remember that time we were in the lab with the chemist? He was a dragon. That was neat.
Sure was.
A Tesla
And-
dragon, if I recall.
And then 3 friends, I'm not going to name names, dropped to half HP and woke up in the lab surrounded by muddies. And then a guy showed up who had horns on his helmet. His name was like Netrider Voxheart. He was weird. And he is like, I'm a delivery boy. Here, Sammi.
Hey!
And then it's like, it's a map. But a cool map because it's holographic.
Uh-huh.
And then Barkley was like, road trip. I'll get my jet.
No, he was like road trip, 3-day car ride, and everybody was like, nope,
No.
anything but that.
I suggested, hey, let's go take a teleporter because it's going to take us half an hour to get there and we can all afford it. But everyone was like, no, let's not do that.
Hi,
And
everybody.
everyone except for
Hi, Jesse.
Bark and Crypto went to Lyra's house apartment or whatever.
Yeah. Basically.
Then the group chat was created.
Yeah.
And then there's like a time-space warhole of like whateverness in there.
I like to imagine that whole thing was like animated and with chibi-style characters with Crypto's voiceover.
I can do that.
Like he's got like sock puppets recapping.
Mhm.
And he
Oh
like
my
ran out
God.
of hands, so he like De-Fragger arms. Like more.
Paper, crayon, and popsicle sticks. I can do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much where we left off last time. There was one minor thing at the very end there. We described a dream that Sammi had, where Sammi was sitting in front of a computer and watching a video of a Wunari woman that looked like she had just had a hell of a fight, who was talking to somebody she called Vina, telling her that she sort of misses how things used to be when her and Vina's mom were kids. Before telling her that she loved her and she would see her soon, hopefully. Or rather, not see her soon, but that Vina would see her destiny come to light eventually. And it was right at the end of the dream, Sammi realized that that was not her dream. That was not a memory of hers. She was seeing a dream or a memory from the lunar night. So, we're going to pick up again, but we are not going to be quite yet. Not quite in Lyra's apartment. We pan out into a darkened room with just a faint bit of blue light that's visible in the corners of it. Aya, your character is sleeping in that sort of dreamlike, floaty state. where you're aware of how cold and rigid your body is, but you can't move a muscle or open your eyes.
Yep.
Then there's this warmth in your chest. Too much warmth. Blood. You open your eyes and you greet this familiar gray gaunt face of a monster that's wrapping you in this terrible semblance of a hug with its huge pointed arms piercing into your back.
Mm-hmm.
You pull away and sort of turn around and the monster is gone. And you see you're bundled up real tight in a blanket, except it feels thin and wispy and meshy. It's a cocoon. You sort of like stretch and tear it away and peer through into a classroom. And when you look down, you've got 4 arms and wings that are just starting to unfold. And you're in a classroom. And you realize this is not your dream. The other children in the classroom stare at you and whisper to each other, and one even points and laughs. Your shoulders sink and you start to walk away, and you walk through the classroom door and find yourself in a kitchen that you instantly recognize as must be Sammy's home. The walls bear watercolor paintings and shelves crowded with colorful potted flowers. The smell of cookies instantly makes your stomach growl. And for a half second, you're expecting to see a flash of blue hair peek up from over the counter, but instead you see the soft, plump moth woman wearing a teal kimono with long, beautiful orange moth wings, bearing a tray of cookies. You instantly run to her and wrap her in a tight, warm hug. And just as you relax into her arms, the scene changes again. And you're sitting at a table with the woman you're assuming is Sammy's mother. A gnome man with graying hair, and then 2 young twin gnome girls. You're sort of...
It's a boy and a girl.
Oh, it is a boy and a girl. Sorry. I had... and it looks like they're a creditor in a board game. And you sort of look down to look at the board game, but it's a dream, so none of the words make sense or anything. And you look back up, and instead of seeing Sammy's family, you see her friends. The skeleton man who's talking about salsa made with all sorts of things that do not belong in a salsa. The others are crowded around a table playing. You can't really read the character sheets, but you instantly recognize it as Creatures and Caverns, that old game that you had a family friend that always raved about. They're chatting loudly, and it's a little disorienting, but it's warm and safe. And you're not sure if it's her feeling this or you, but you finally look around, and even with the still unpacked cardboard boxes. I'm sorry, I don't know if anybody else is hearing that buzz that I am. Even with the unpacked cardboard boxes, this feels more like home than you felt in a long, long time. And when you finally feel the dreams start to fade away and go back into that sort of chilly, dreamlike state, you feel a little less cold. Yeah. So, that morning, I believe Bark went to a club. Yes?
If there's only time for one, yes.
You could probably go to multiple, because you have like 8 hours, don't you? At least.
Yeah, I'm club hopping, so why not?
Yeah.
Roll to see how many dice you hit. You club you hit, not dice.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Sorry.
Roll a 1d8, one for each hour.
A 15 on the d20. I don't know what that means.
Roll a d6 instead.
I've been here 15 minutes. Time to leave.
Next!
That actually sounds pretty on brand for Bark, though.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you've seen some partiers, that's pretty much how it goes. There's
Walk in, take the pick, shake some hands. grab a snack, leave.
Dude, I heard Michael Bay is over at the club over across the street. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically Bark's night. We'll say you guys probably just habitually check Bark's stream when you wake up in the morning to see where the hell he is, because he's always streaming, and find that he did cut off the stream after some of that chaos yesterday, but then he picked up later that evening talking about various different things, his exploits at the clubs that evening.
We should get him like a button that we can press to turn off the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case, you know.
Need to share the password with somebody else.
Yeah.
Don't give that to Crypto. He'll stop it. We're on a mission. We're trying to be sneaky.
He's just
We're the least sneakiest people here.
I'm sorry, trying to be sneaky. Just loud metal on ice sounds.
Clank, 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 clank.
I said trying.
Digitally sneaky.
real quick side tangent. Whenever we talk about being really bad at sneaking, just reminds me of a very short samurai game I ran, where it was two samurai trying to sneak into this cave, and they eventually were like went from whispering to yelling at each other in the cave about how you're not being quiet enough. And I just let them. You know, they were actually yelling at each other, but they were in character. And I'm like,
That's amazing.
you hear your yelling voices echo through the caves, and you're like, oh no. Anyway,
Was that like D&D or was that
yeah, it was Rokugan.
Legends of the Five Rings?
Yeah, it was that
okay.
3rd edition. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
back to this. Sorry for the tangent.
That's fine. So, you guys all went in. Bark went off to party, and Crypto went back to the professor's lab to help clean up a little. And then he also asked for the professor's help in going back to the virtual world to check in on the Knights of the Grid that you guys had met. Makoto and Chaz. He caught up with them, learned that, yes, the Gunrexes did attack Face City, but thankfully there were no casualties. A lot of destroyed property, but no actual casualties or severe injuries. He did also speak with them about trying to figure out, learning more about the fact that they're also seeing more of these frays where corruption sort of seeps through all over the place. And he also inquired about how he might join the Knights of the Grid, specifically the Knights Virtual part of it. He was given 3 tasks that he could choose. He chose his challenge that he had to face. One was a terrifying Beedra that he had to face in solo combat. One was a vast wave of these strange little creepy monsters called red creepers. And
They weren't very Minecraft.
Oh man.
And then the last one was to save a group of school children that were caught in what they call data rain, which is a corrupted rain that only occurs in the virtual world, and it corrupts everyone it lands on, or at least has a chance. There were 7 kids, and for the first couple, he used his shield to sort of get them out, and worried that the De-Fragger shield that De-Fraggers are known for, he's never actually conjured before, until in a very tense moment of panic, realizing that the shelter the kids were hiding under was not going to last, and he couldn't get them all out under his regular shield. He finally did summon his stalwart shield for the first time and managed to get the kids out and back to where the Knights of the Grid, Makoto and Chaz were waiting, only for Chaz the Holoknight to snap his fingers and reveal that they were holograms the entire time.
Still pissed about that. I'm getting emotional reliving this.
But that Crypto did successfully complete his challenge and is now an accepted member of the Knights of the Grid, and has been gifted a, I believe it was a badge, right?
Yes, it was a badge. Put my phone. Put my phone away. It's right here.
That will allow him to conjure some cool shit, maybe.
Knight's virtual badge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
He's gonna like get patches of different organization on him. It's just gonna be covered in shit. He already has two.
Unfortunately, you guys don't know that. That's for the players and for the viewers. But
It's general
after that
private
chaos,
kernel crypto to you.
It's Knight Contig now.
It's like the old veteran that's like half his suit is just badges.
He walks this way because there's so many badges and medals.
After that, you made your way home and collapsed in a heat of exhaustion, both from physical exhaustion and just mostly the mental stress of it. And anything you guys would like to do before dawn comes and you get your full rest?
I also called my dad.
You did call your dad and have a very heartfelt conversation with him.
How's my plant looking?
Grook's not within a mile radius, so I think it's fine.
And do you remember how many weeks you had on there? Because I want to say it's been like a week since last time you asked.
Okay. How many days in total since we began our adventure in real time? How many days? How long in game time since we've met each other?
Said about 4 to 6 weeks is what we were thinking.
How many has it been? That's what I'm asking now at this point.
Yeah, about 4 to 6 weeks. We'll say 5 weeks.
Okay, then it'll have come time.
Okay. We'll say that morning is when the final day is.
Okay, cool.
So.
That'll be exciting.
All of the rest of you come to wake up in Lyra's apartment. And Barkley, you sort of look down at your clock and your thing is ticking off in the party where you're like, oh man, I've been here until 6 a.m. Good, it's time to go wake everybody up. Because what is time? What is sleep? I don't understand sleeping in.
I switch out of my party clothes, which is my normal clothes, and I switch to my jog boy set outfit, and I jog to Lyra's apartment.
Oh my god.
Mark, that's like 6 miles away. Yeah, whatever.
We have time.
I had my 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So just
That's what you guys hear on Lyra's front door.
I'll answer it.
as you open the door. Oh, hey. Good morning.
Morning. You've been out again all night, haven't you?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, he's just rubbing the sleep out of his eyes.
Where we said we were going to go this morning, silly. Where's everybody else?
I don't know about them, but the only place I aim to go this morning is the showers.
I'm just imagining you look behind Simon and there's like 3 people crowded sleeping on the couch and one
Sarah's
person
just,
that's like in pajamas.
Lyra has enough room. Taking up off the couch and just like everybody's on top of her.
That assumes that you guys don't want to sleep in a cuddle pile.
Yeah, I was going to say, there was definitely a puff pile going on.
Lyra's just like, here's this room, and here's this room, and here's this room, and then everybody's
like, nope, we'll just sleep on the floor next to the couch. It's fine.
It was like, everyone was like, okay, all right. And then they were like outside just chatting, and they just all eventually
exactly what happened in PAX,
They just died down and fell asleep out in the living room. They just forgot there were rooms to go to.
Simon will never turn down the good cuddle puddle.
There is just
Anyway, I do need to get myself a shower and a fresh change of clothes, and I've got my morning routine to attend to. I would probably not recommend going back in there just yet. Everybody else is still catching up on their beauty rest.
I got you.
Don't know.
I'll go out and get everybody coffee.
Dad, now that sounds like a splendid idea.
Lyra is already awake, and she will go with you.
I was gonna say, I'm like, his coffee will 1000% have like sriracha in it.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well,
I don't
I'll wake
make.
you up.
I don't make my own coffee. I go to
Moondust.
Astral Deer.
Oh Lord.
Boo!
Anyway. So yeah,
Far,
Simon's gonna meander on
Farducks.
home while
Go
he's
to
getting
go
his
to
coffee.
Farducks.
Farducks.
And the picture's just like the sunset you got behind you, Aya, but it's got like ducks flying towards it, like they're far away.
So,
I want that now.
You go
We're gonna have to
there,
draw this.
and like the barista's like art degree 20-year-old, and they got like the silly duck hat that they just do not want to wear.
oh Lord. Are they just like burger pants, basically?
Yes, but with coffee.
Got it.
They're wearing duck bills.
Yes.
Oh God, that's the perfect epitome of evil. Just like you have to talk around this stupid bill all day long.
That sounds so horrible.
And they insist that you smile behind the bill because they can hear the smile. They can't see it, but they can hear it.
The drive-through is just quacking.
Oh fuck.
You can't hear it. It's like, what?
I bet Soul's parents are behind this nonsense.
So I'm like, quack quack, welcome to Farducks. How can I take your order?
Like, Soul's parents are
Thanks, I hate it.
unrequited assholes, but I feel like they have a little bit more class than that.
Have a quacktastic day.
Oh God.
God damn it. Katrina, why do you do this to yourself?
Yeah. Why do you do this to yourself?
I don't
What?
know, Cat. Why do you do this to yourself?
I'm rolling random things, and the table that I just rolled on was other thing not listed. And I'm like, why did I put that as a thing on a random table? It's fine. I've got it.
Okay, I do hear the buzzing now too.
Yeah. I don't know who that
I
is.
think it might be Aya's feedback on your mic, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I think it's. I'm not sure if you're bumping it or not. But then
Is there a
there's
loose? Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a loose connection? It sounds like.
I know it's a new microphone, so it might be.
Sounds like little digital
Is that better?
like growls.
I'm not hearing it now.
okay. Well, I connected it, so it should be good. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Great.
Sounds alright.
The wire just came loose, I think.
Okay, how much would it cost to get everybody some latte? Also, can I roll an insight check for each person to
5 gold
see what
each?
kind of latte I think everybody would like? Because I didn't ask. I'm just going
Wait.
to get one.
Lyra's there too, so she can help.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Go
Uh,
for it.
Are you more insightful than Barkley?
Don't know.
I hope so. Let's see.
I was gonna say, is
It seems like she
God
would
help
be.
us if not.
I am
I'm
proficient.
proficient.
Oh! Okay, you'll help.
Why is Barkley proficient in insight?
Because I had to put it somewhere.
Oh
So
no,
first
I
up-
totally read your book. Did you?
that's the whole reason. But crypto, I got an 18 on your insight. You think that would pass? Universe? For
Yeah.
okay.
I will say that it's like a 13 to guess everybody's coffee. It is not that difficult, especially
Maybe-
because you guys have spent a lot of time
Okay.
together.
Pass.
Maybe it's like insight, like sports insight, like oh, he's gonna pass it this way, I'm gonna go this way. You got it. Yeah.
Coffee latte
I know.
choices are totally have everything to do with sports strategy. Totally.
I think she was justifying why Bark has insight.
Yeah, that's
has
yeah,
proficiency
yeah,
in insight.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just joshing. Okay, so I got a dirty 20 for Sammi, and then I got a 15 for Simon. And then I guess, wait, where's our guest star who's currently in PC?
He's currently sleeping still.
Was he there?
He was there, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for him. Wow, I keep rolling a nat 18. That's nuts. It's another
nice.
dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
And then for our certain fish lady,
She just gets herself a glass of water.
Sorry,
with
Lluis.
salt in it.
I got a 9.
With a fish.
I imagine it's probably pretty hard to predict what Daiyo might
That's
want for
valid.
her coffee.
I will say that because a mug of ale in the PHB is 4 copper, that it would make sense that a cup of coffee at Fardock's would be 5 copper.
Okay, so how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It would be
6. That'd be 6.
35 for everybody.
Oh, and the guest, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the
Yeah, we're getting
static
the buzzing again.
buzzed again.
God.
Oh,
Tiny digital dogs growling.
yeah.
I guess so.
It sounds like 8-bit growling, you know, like a.
Wow, it really does.
It's not very loud.
That's like the Pokemon Growlithe sound from like Yellow or something.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that better?
Okay, who brought the dog?
It's not doing it anymore, but it's like it sometimes does it and sometimes doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I might just be hitting it with my face, so
That's possible.
I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit.
I forget what I was doing, but that's okay because I got everybody's coffee.
You were doing math.
That's right, and it would be
Yeah.
35.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to break a gold. Shame.
Oh no.
Splits in half.
It's such a bummer. You have to swipe your debit card. Because that's what you guys are probably using.
Shh, no, shut up.
Are you okay, Scotty?
Sorry, you can't see it. I was like looking to the distance. I'm trying to think of a dumb card name, like a card.
Oh,
name.
okay.
Your names are always really great, so
No, I'm gonna use my recover credit card. Never leave the Batcave without it.
go on.
This episode of Retroverse is brought to you by Recover Credit Cards. Apply now for a $100 discount. Or $100 instantly added to
Yeah,
your
so
bank
we'll say by the time that Bark and Lyra make it back, the rest of you guys are basically up and moving around. Simon, you've probably gotten up and made it back to your apartment by now.
Oh yeah, Lyra, you never got a chance, but I paid for your coffee before you even could like pull up a credit card.
Okay.
The prodigies
Yes.
out paying for each other. Shut up! I have money too, Bark.
Have you seen my apartment?
I'm rich, goddammit! Let me flaunt it!
Imagine it's like they're in trying to reach their wallet to pull out the card when like Bark has it like on his phone or whatever. Just
Mm-hmm.
gotcha.
I
They
got
just
those.
like stare each other down and like sidebar black lines just
Yes.
I am proficient with sleight of hand.
So is Lyra.
Yeah.
Do you wanna do that? Do you wanna do this? Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
fight!
Okay. Whoever wins pays for everybody's copies. Here we go.
You roll one, Callie.
No. I got a 12 in all.
I got twice that. I got 24.
Holy fuck! You roll another 18?
Yes.
Oh my god!
This is on a different D20, by the way.
6, and my sleight of hand is a 6, so...
So we'll say, Sammy, when you finally come to and wake up, a fellow netrider of Oxheart is sort of like sitting across the room, just watching the door and on his phone. You're awake. So I have talked to, he sort of makes sure that the room is empty and everybody else is like either out getting coffee or showers or back at their apartment. He's like, so I've talked with Nocturne, and told him some of the chaos that happened at, Professor Shockner's lab last night. And that, along with some of the data that he was so gracious enough to send me, I was gonna go back to the looper call for a couple of hours and check in on them and make sure that they know everything that's going on, considering I'm fairly certain you'll be safe on a plane. Like, I can't guarantee you'll be safe from whatever indigestion your, bony friend gives you for whatever food he put on that plane, but at least you'll be away from muddies, most likely.
Yeah, Yeah, it's fine.
You look very confused and
She's like-
concerned.
She's like crying, but she doesn't know why. Just like tears coming down her face.
He's
Yeah.
It's okay. You'll have your friends with you. I mean, if you want, I can go with you guys. My priority is your protection right now. So whatever you think would make you feel safest.
No, go right ahead. I'm just tired. I'm really tired.
It's been a stressful day, from what I could see of Mr. Lee's stream. Well, I'm gonna head out, and I'll imagine that you guys do that awkward door thing where he's like ready to go out the door as Lyra and Bark are like coming in, and you're like, Bark's like, I got coffee.
He goes to open the door and oh wait.
He got coffee.
I go to open the. He goes to open the door and it just gets kicked into his face.
Oh my god!
Good
But
thing he was
who's
wearing his
holding-
helmet. Gets caught.
Which one?
Gets caught in probably the box art. He gets kicked in the face with the door. He gets
Okay.
caught.
Yeah.
He gets caught on the coat rack
Yeah,
with his
yeah, yeah.
horns.
That's what you
Yeah.
get for not being here, Bob.
Nothing
I wrote
personal. It's
I
fine.
wrote a d20 to see whether or not he could be all cool and catch it with his hand, and I'm sorry, Bob, you're stuck with my rolls, so you got like a 9. I think his dex is like a +3, so 12 I don't think would beat Bark's I kick the door in roll. Did you get a fucking 18 again?
No, I got a nat 20. So we just get like a
Sorry,
a
Bob.
Smash Brothers like game.
You guys can't hear it, but the inside of his helmet is fucking ringing.
What? Why did you do that?
Huh? What? I brought coffee.
Lyra's probably freaking out over the boot print on her door.
This is no time to sleep, Vox Heart, as I pull him up.
What the heck? You guys are so strange. I'm gonna head back to headquarters.
Give him his latte.
Thank you.
Oh my god. He is like
Yeah,
about to take
thank
a
you.
sip and realizes that he's wearing a helmet and is just like,
No, I
that's ours.
would assume that he could smell through it.
Oh
or
my
it's that
gosh.
gif of the Power Ranger just has like a cup of tea and just pours it on his
Oh my gosh.
face.
Do all Henshin, like their helmets just have like the side like beer handle attachments or you just drinks?
There are certainly
That's
ones
a-
that do
that's
have that,
reserved
but
for
I don't
Ranger
think his
Prime. He was number 1.
would. Ranger Primo's the only one that has that.
He's got a very awkward tombstone. There wasn't enough space on it.
I just remembered that it wasn't until after the reincarnation that he could actually get drunk off booze.
Yeah.
Because we ruled in universe that Xenon Dragonborn cannot get drunk off booze. It just makes him sick. Yeah.
And then Hertz took him to a wild night. They painted the town all different colors.
So yeah,
I vaguely remember holding his hair back while he puked.
all right, let's go treasure hunting or whatever it was on those coordinates we're supposed to go to.
For a reminder, you guys were going to go get a ride on Bark's team plane, company plane, to the city of Old Red Ami. You were looking for a cemetery called Seven Hills Cemetery. I'm sorry, I don't think you guys can hear it, but I heard Kevin yelling in some very high-pitched NPC's voice.
Oh, I heard the high pitch. I thought that was Terry like whining or something.
That was Kevin. Yeah. So, Simon, you doing anything before you reconvene with your friends? You may be away from keyboard. And I think you guys might have agreed to meet at Lyra's apartment, Crypto, in the morning.
Okay. I guess I'll make my
I mean,
way that
unless
way.
you want to make your way to the airport, or just say, fuck it, you guys are on your own.
I'm gonna go on my own adventures.
I'm gonna go on a digital adventure without you losers, because you guys are fucking weird.
I'll go on a bike, and then somebody else will go on a bike, and then somebody else will buy their own bike so they can go on their own bike, and then we'll have a company van.
I'm gonna go have my own adventures with blackjacks and hookers.
Just drop kick corruption crew under the bus there, Scotty. Love it.
What bus? Everyone's on bikes.
I'm gonna go be edgy somewhere else for a little bit while, stare off into the distance and pretend my mask hides anything underneath my face.
Okay, I'll join you and say a bunch of skeleton puns.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, Crypto will go to the airport.
Okay.
He'll make his way that way, and while he's walking, he'll like fiddle with the badge and be like, "There's a lot of openings to the digital world. This seems almost dangerous."
You actually see, it's a little like disorienting at first, because like you're accustomed to using your De-Fragger vision to sort of like look at the world and see things that aren't there. But this one, it's the same thing, but it's a little reminiscent of like a subway map, but you can actually see the lines on the subway map. So you can see all throughout the city just lines and circles that you can tell are portals all over the place. And it's like some of them are labeled and some of them just have a question mark over them. See if do I have any of them labeled from what they were? I don't think I wrote that down.
I've got to get me some of that.
Quite a few of them just go to Fardux. There's just a Fardux at every corner.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can guarantee that given the opportunity, they would expand into a different plane of existence.
Sounds like another corporation
Really Fardux.
that likes to acquire things.
All I can imagine is like if Crypto was like really like curious, just like jumping portal to portal to portal into the virtual world and then out of the virtual world and showing up on the other side of the world, since you can travel through the internet instantaneously, be like, this is not it.
Just
it's
like jump in, see a gigantic T-Rex with guns in his back, like, nope, I'm outie bitches, and accidentally end up in Del Diablo and just like, I fucked up.
Is that a talking squirrel?
Weep!
Why is that Rye fighting with tiny Winari children? What the fuck's happening here? That's right. I'm throwing all of them under the bus.
It's just like
that is an actual thing that happened last session. Corruption crew argued and fought with children over a toy. Sorry guys for throwing you under the bus a little bit there.
No, we were on the bus. We were literally on the bus when this happened.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, they were.
Also, I didn't fight. I had the kids fight for themselves.
Anywho,
So that's what he's doing. He may also like try and play with the what was it, the sky glider, the sky surfer,
Mhm.
and just like figure that out.
Wait, is that like the thing from Treasure Planet kind of sky glider?
Or Silver Surfer, or
Okay.
both.
I was thinking the thing from Power Rangers in space.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool.
I don't know that one.
It's like a tiny rocket ship surfboard situation.
It's almost
sure.
like Spy Kid looking almost.
Yeah.
It's that era.
oh my god, that looks so dorky.
I know. I love Power Rangers.
Nice.
For those of you at home, just you can pause this if you're watching on YouTube and just go look it up. Trust me.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, you can actually make it look like whatever you want. because it's more of a manifestation of your own powers as given by the grid.
Thank God.
Wow, you're not enjoying my Power Rangers?
No, I don't know what it looks like, but I assume it's very nostalgic looking or cool.
Yeah, sure.
But I was like going through like Pinterest and stuff, and I was just like, glowing surfboards. What does that look like?
Yes.
And then it came across a bunch of cooler things, and I was like,
I love going.
So he's still gonna like try and walk most of the way, but he's gonna fiddle with that so he doesn't look.
I found the name of some of those portals.
Oh.
One is called To the Well Cluster. Another one is the Celestial Belt. And we'll say the last one that you see is the Burning Gash.
Huh. That's pretty neat.
If you pop into any of them, because this is like a power that I gave you, so I have to be prepared for it. Yeah.
He just sticks his head in, just look around, like.
The Well Cluster.
The
The Well Cluster it's actually, you realize you've seen this before when you were first, when you were traveling with Makoto and Chaz to the headquarters of the Knights of the Grid. You
City.
traveled through this mass, just this endless black sky, filled all over the place with these massive, like 30-foot wide rings wrapped in white glowing runes that have these sort of glowing green energy in the center of them, and you realize it's basically a metro. It's a one-stop shop for portals that go all over the place.
Okay.
And I'll put some of this art into the chat in a bit. I called it the Celestial Belt. It's the Celestial Bell. That one looks like it's actually a statue on top of a mountain, and the statue is of a angel that's sort of leaning over with a hood pulled over the head, and there is a bell underneath it, and you realize, because the device imparts this knowledge to you, that to activate the portal you have to ring the bell. But unless you're coming from this direction, it's really hard because you have to climb up a fucking mountain.
Good to know.
And the Burning Gash opens into a desert city that is just full of the, like, it sounds like super, like, ominous, but when you actually realize it, it's literally like a tear in the fabric of reality, which, like, you've seen before, but usually these go to bad places. This one looks like on one side is Neo-Radame, and on the other side is just a vast desert city with these tall, beautiful curved spires and 3 suns, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Basically Arabian Nights.
You see, like, a blonde elf and another a blonde lady just hanging out, smooching or whatever. There's a duck somewhere.
It's a reference to our 2E game that takes place in an Arabian Nights inspired game.
And there's Callie, so there's got to be ducks.
Callie plays one of
Well,
the blonde
Callie
elves
plays one of the characters.
who has a stuffed duck.
Winston.
Yeah.
Anywho, so that's your interesting ride to the airport. What about the rest of you guys? I know, Simon, you said you were going back to your apartment before you left.
Oh, yeah, no, he was just getting himself into a fresh change of clothes and a shower and checking on his plant, and oh my god.
Did you just see it?
Yeah, well, I mean, look at my screen.
So, for those at home, his plant, who for the longest time had just been a sort of small, like, thick-stemmed, like, sturdy-looking plant, but it hadn't bloomed yet. It has now bloomed into a very hungry, chumpy mouth. It's basically the Chompy from Super Mario Brothers.
I'm gonna zoom in on his screen so people can see it because it's kind of small in the overlay.
Go for it.
See, it's right there.
Oh my god, Simon, it was because you realized that it is currently gnawing on the side of the end table that you have it sitting on.
Oh, no.
It just sort of like lets go of it, and like little bits of chunks of wood fall from the mouth.
Aha, buddy.
It just turns to you.
Oh, it's good you're finally awake. Hold on a minute. I think I might have some mealworms. Oh, heck.
Clearly, they eat mushrooms.
He didn't really plan for this.
Quick, I know. Get a little plumber on a go-kart.
Prepared to be a plant parent.
he's gonna go into his fridge and look for some like leftover like lo mein or something.
Okay. It will happily gobble everything up, including the container, if you let it.
Okay.
A plarent?
Oh.
I believe that is a product of the Pot of Awakening, right?
Yes, it is.
That was your starting common item, I think.
Yes, it was the Pot of Awakening. So now we have an awoken Vector Wilds flytrap.
I think we said it has the stats of like a walking plant or something.
Yeah, there's an awakened shrub.
Yeah, CR0. That would work perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it is not a dragon. Definitely not a dragon.
Shh, don't tell it that.
Not
I will
yet.
say that instead of the rake, it has a bite.
It has dreams.
It
might be a dragon someday.
So
you can dress it up like a dragon.
And it can walk, but it's incredibly slow, so it's probably best to carry it around.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, that just somehow seems really adorable. I'm just imagining a piranha plant, and it's got like little dragon wings on it, and just like, rawr!
So
have you ever seen it walk in like freaking Smash with its little feeties just like?
Yeah, so this guy is gonna like pop out like two little front corners of his pot, and it's gonna have like some pretty thick runners moving around, like looking for things to grab. And Simon's gonna end up taking him and like slinging him in a rope basket for ferns and putting him in front of the TV for a while, and set him down with like just a bag of frozen popcorn chicken.
Okay.
And just let him hang out for a little while.
This sounds like it's from real experience.
He's gonna turn on. Yeah,
I'm imagining like one of those little like baby kangaroo situations.
Exactly.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
The second they start running, you're in trouble.
I will let you choose for this. I want you to either roll an animal handling check or a knowledge nature check.
Cool.
Because both work.
I'm taking nature because I have proficiency with that one.
Also, it's a plant.
Also, it's a plant.
Also, it's a plant. Okay, great. 12.
Okay. It looks like it's going to be good until the chicken is gone, and then after it might start to eat other parts of your apartment.
Okay.
You may need a plant sitter.
Yeah.
Put that thing on a leash.
If only there was a druid you knew.
Oh.
I don't know any druids. But you do know a biology major, so.
What are we gonna do with? Okay.
You're like, what are you gonna do with you? And he just sort of looks and turns around to you, and he's got like the bag of chicken in his mouth, just hanging out.
Oh, that was supposed to last the rest of the day.
Does it do like the seagull thing where it just like has just points its head straight up and it's just like and just as much of it as it can?
Not quite.
No, we don't.
It's a very messy eater too. There is like just a halo of popcorn chicken all around him.
Oh, that's good. He can have that later. Okay.
It'll give him something to work for.
Heck, he's gonna just text the group, send them a picture of that, and be like, anybody know the number of a good babysitter?
Sammy just texts us back, oh my god, it's so cute! And and just like a bunch of smiley faces and sparkles and just very.
I'm just imagining
excited.
you get the, oh my god, it's so cute, and then 5 minutes later you hear running sounds of Sammi barreling down the hallway.
How far away?
Because you guys live
There's
like
no
on a
sound. She
floor apart.
flies. She got wings now.
What was that, Scotty?
I was gonna ask how far away his apartment is compared to Lyra's.
But
you kinda
we're all
answered
Oh
that.
shit, no, Lyra, you're in a different building, aren't you, Lyra? We didn't hear you.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe not 5 minutes.
Although for comedy's sake, it was 6 seconds. So,
I'm just imagining one of them sends a video of Sammi running down the hallway and then remembering, oh dang, we're not in the same building.
like halfway through the corridor, she's like, "Oh."
I will say that, Simon, you can find a plant sitter for probably...
I wanted to leave it with Ruby and the professor.
I mean, if that you want to do that, you can certainly ask.
I think I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna gather it up and it, like kind of wrap its tendrils around me like a hug, because that's cute, and walk him up to the office. And
Thankfully, you realize at this point that his teeth haven't really grown in quite yet. Are still really soft and malleable. But he is currently trying to gnaw on your shoulder, but it's like the equivalent of a baby without teeth.
yeah,
Just like a Muppet eating you, like, nah.
Yeah.
slowly gumming me to death.
I don't
Yes,
know. Babies can they have a lot of jaw strength.
yes, they have.
A lot of hand
So-
strength too.
When this little guy starts teething, we need to get something a little stronger than a Nook, I think.
Get him a salt wheel or something.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. Anyway, so yeah, he's gonna walk into the office with this thing climbing on him, and say good morning to Ruby.
What in the hell is that? And you hear, oh, is that Simon? The professor just sort of freezes in the doorway. What is that? Look at you! You're so cute! And it like sort of leans over and it instinctively tries to bite him, and he's like, oh, that's funny! Oh, that's a little bit of blood. Okay. Oh, he's cute. Does he have a name?
Buddy.
The hilarious thing is that was actually Carrie's name for like 3 days before Kevin and I finally settled on one.
Okay.
He's like, oh my god, he's the best. Where did you get this guy?
So a friend of mine from college, he works in the xenobotany department, and he's always sending me samples.
He
But
just
when
was climbing on top of you and like going like,
Yeah, no, exactly. So I'm like, so when I moved here, he sent me this tidal awakening.
Puts him on the ground. He chases the Roombas or whatever.
Yes.
It's the little Star Wars like mice droids or whatever. They're just like
Yes, he's chasing the Roombas around. Except he only goes at 20 speed, so he can't catch up to them.
he's a waddly boy.
I got him. Here's my waddly boy.
No.
So yeah. Anyway, he sent me this sample from the Vector Wilds, and I had this pot of awakening as a housewarming present, and I thought it would be nice to use it. And apparently, it had some very interesting interactions with the flora. It hasn't tried to talk to me yet, but it's ate damn near everything in my house.
He's like, oh my goodness, that's delightful. Let's see what we can find you in the company fridge. And Ruby's just like,
At this point, I feel like he just really needs a greenhouse or a little arboretum or something that we can tuck him into, where he can just stay nice and cozy and not eat anybody.
if you give me like 5 gold, I can get him a bunch of food to make sure he doesn't eat everybody's lunch for the next 3 days.
Oh, for certain.
We get lunch.
I think that was actually in the job description that you guys
Oh.
can give free lunch if you want. Because
That's
they
nice.
have, like, the professor lives in this part of the building. He actually eats here and everything. It's his house, too.
Gotta go down to the cafeteria floor.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I was
have multiple
honestly-
restaurants, I think, in the building that you guys are in.
I was kind of expecting him to turn into a little bit of like a god shrub. Certainly wasn't expecting all of this.
The
I'll have to write
professor
half
sort of
note.
like leaning back in, and he's like, for what it's worth, I'm assuming he hasn't fully bloomed yet, so I'm gonna guess these little adorable flappy teeth are really gonna hurt in a while. But I mean, it takes a while.
Well, I mean, yes. I should probably go ahead and let half know what's happened here. Hang on 1 second, and he's gonna like take a selfie with the flower and like email it to his buddy and be like, "Guess who bloomed?"
Is he just a motion blur? Is he like that hyper of a plant, or?
I mean, he's got a little bit of that red shift ingredient because he's moving, but he's not a complete illegible blur. You can really tell that that's the animated fucking plant right there. And
Don't mind me, I'm
the
looking
vine
around for
curling
my-
around his face is a big tell.
I'm looking around for my Radix dice. I had like an actual paper D12 that I had the world on because I'm not sure whether Half Note would be awake or not, but I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna say he's probably still asleep.
Where are you looking?
How
Is
far
Rosa
away
Gallica?
Rosa Gallica is from New Redemy?
What was Rosa Gallica? Purple?
Light green, I think. No, dark green.
Dark green?
Because they're forest.
I love you guys.
They're kind of right next to each other. It's hard to tell.
Oh, they're
by
neighbors.
light. Yeah.
I will.
They're neighboring sides.
Yeah. Okay. I will say that he is awake.
But
You
just
just get, like,
barely.
That
Well,
didn't
you
that didn't
just
show
get,
up
like-
on the overlay.
Oh, there it goes. Let me
So,
see it now.
There's Radix, and the dark green right there is.
For those that didn't remember, our world is a D12 with 11 sides to 11 sectors on each side. Because Scotty and I hate ourselves apparently.
Yes.
Don't think too hard about it.
It's definitely not my fault.
Speaking of cute, Kevin just sent me that. He's holding his
Oh,
paws.
baby.
I've seen cats do that. Their like back legs would be like straight up, and they have like their front legs hugging them, and I'm like, how and why?
I don't know. I stopped questioning what the positions he sleeps in. He's just 90% of the time he's just an asshole that wants to steal Kevin's pillow while Kevin is sleeping on said pillow. Anywho, yeah, don't let your dog share your bed, kids, because he won't share. Anyway.
No share.
Teresa just sat down like, speak for yourself.
No take, only cuddle.
I gotta say, I feel like Chorizo's a little smaller than my fucking, like, 30-inch asshole of a dog.
I mean,
30-pound fatso.
you think that. You'd think that, but he
That's
manages
valid.
to definitely assert his own space in the bed. He's afraid of being crushed, so if you even get near him, he'll start growling at you.
Terry does not care. He literally, honestly, the best way that I have found to calm him down is to have my friend Quinn come over and aggressively cuddle him.
Oh.
If Terry does not move off of the couch, Quinn will sit down on him and just lay back, and the dog fucking loves it. He will go immediately to sleep. Because it's a cuddle pop. He's like, yes, this is what I want all the time. Anywho, I will say Half Note sends back a text that is just a lot of exclamation points, and I gotta say, not what I was expecting. I wasn't entirely sure what a mature adult one would look like, but okay. If he has seedlings, you're gonna have to give me some. Does it have seedlings? We'll find out, I guess. And he's just asking for updates on every little thing it does.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll set up a buddy cam in the apartment and let him monitor this thing as it grows.
I gotta ask, he's in a daycare, right?
I mean, he's in the care of the professor right now.
Yeah. Does the professor have like another creature in there for him to play with? Like maybe
Oh, Lord.
a pink blob? Okay.
No.
I'm so
The
confused.
professor is not. No.
Pokemon reference.
Oh,
The
okay.
professor is not really one for keeping pets. He's a little absent-minded professor for that. Which is part of the reason Ruby asked for money, because she's like, yeah, no, this thing is going to eat us at a house and home, and the professor will fucking let it.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and drop 5 gold on it.
Just surrounded by a bag of fertilizer.
Talking about that thing, it's a carnivore.
It probably eats charcoal biscuits.
I mean, at this rate, it's brand new. It would like to eat fucking everything. It's also not ever really had people food before, so it's exciting to learn that it can digest things other than water and sunlight.
So it can't be
It's
a vegan.
experimenting.
It can't be a vegan then.
No.
That cannibalism?
I don't know.
I mean,
it could still get
it
protein.
would probably
and stuff.
try it, but yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, it's the equivalent of Venus flytrap. It will eat whatever it can, and it can subsist off of sunlight and water, but it would prefer meat.
Right. Well, thank y'all
We
for
will.
the help on the short notice.
I'm just imagining. I don't.
I'm gonna
remember
say
who- I don't
something, but
remember
I'm
her
not
name.
playing her anymore.
I don't remember
let's
her
just-
name, but I used to watch an artist that had a cat cam while she was doing her art videos, where it would literally just like her drawing, and then there was a little tiny camera on the side that instead of showing her face showed her cat, where it was like sleeping on her desk. I feel like that's a thing that Bark is gonna have now,
Oh,
or to be on the professor's feet at least.
there you go.
Professor tries to learn to figure out how the fuck to set up a witch prime just to stream this cute, adorable, weird carnivore plant.
Oh,
This is not how I expected the first half of this session to go.
Yeah, neither.
Cue a montage. It's wearing tiny sweaters.
he's
Shall
got
we
like a
get-
little baby bonnet.
Shall we get going?
Luckily, it's a private jet, or it would have left about an hour ago.
So, I will say that you get the professor and Ruby set up with Buddy, as it were, and make our way back to Lyra's apartment. I'll say you guys probably get a text from Crypto that he's on his way and he'll meet you at the airport.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So, anything else you guys want to do before you get there?
Nope.
Pack a bag.
Cry a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
not
say
gonna
you guys
come over and
probably
meet-
are.
The plant, Sammy.
Sammy's just like very confused as to what picture you sent us, and she did send you like a billion text messages, but she's like me and she tries to distract her depression by talking to other people, so.
Well, then I was gonna send her a picture of Buddy and be like,
I love him. She texts us like I do, so this is exactly what she's like. That's my son.
Bork looks really offended.
No, Bork,
Bork's
you're always
like,
gonna be my
"No,
favorite.
We're partners.
You're always gonna be my favorite.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yes. Also, I'm pretty sure that plant would try to eat me, so I'm very glad that I don't live on your plane of existence.
Oh my.
I have several questions, and I don't know if like we've ever discussed this.
Well, I live partially on the grid. That's why only Henshin can touch me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, you never ask.
Oh my gosh, it's kind of.
Did I asked you where you came from, and you just said from the grid. I didn't know you lived on it. I'm sorry.
Well, I come from the grid. Like, I don't really remember what was before me. I was always just kind of like me.
You're the
I
best.
need to give Sammy a hug so bad right now. She's all depressed and shit. No.
Poor bro doesn't even know why really either.
She's just like, I don't even know my own dog. What am I anymore?
Oh no.
Insight check on depression.
I'll just fuck her roll a 20.
As Barkley was just like, ha ha ha. And then Lyra just boing, just looks at Sammy, who's
I
just
got
sitting there in the
14.
corner all sad. 14. That's adorable. 23.
You can tell she's upset by something, but not 100% sure why.
Immediately flies over to her. You're upset about something. I can tell.
I didn't know where Bart came from. And that he lives on a different planet, apparently.
No.
Plane.
It's about something else.
I had a weird dream.
Did it involve pickles?
No.
Okay, it's not that weird dream then. Okay.
Tell me about your weird dream.
What about after you? I'll tell you my weird dream after you tell me yours. There was a tiny little mouse?
I am so glad you got a new mic, Aya, so that it can pick up that sound.
It captured that perfectly.
It did.
It sounded like the soul of a mouse escaping.
It was the soul of a mouse escaping. Well, you know, it was just a Nori lady, and it was sad. That's it.
Why was it sad? Wait, no, okay, wait. And he just, like, arranges one of the like, sides where there's a bunch of seats, right? And he folds them up so it's like a therapist couch, and he has you lay on it sideways.
Okay, so we're assuming we're at the plane now?
Yes.
I hope so!
I assume
Yeah.
this is on the plane ride.
Okay. So we'll say that conversation was walking and talking through baggage claim.
And yes,
Which you guys don't really have much of a baggage claim, because...
What might be bothering you
physical
with this
baggage.
dream? What might make it sad?
Only emotional.
The heaviest of all. But you can't check it.
What makes this dream sad? As now, like, Barkley just suddenly has on these shades, but he's got on, like, an Einstein mustache, and he's got, like, a wig on somehow over top of the afro.
An afro over his afro.
And he's got, like, a sweater vest on, and he's just got, like, a notepad, and just...
Fucking Shays Lounge comes out of nowhere and knocks your knees out.
He was just kind of beat up, and there was... I think she was in a battle, and... She was talking to... somebody, I think, and I was watching a video of it, and I was very confused. The whole situation.
Maybe this dream is...
Her friend did not like going camping.
Maybe this dream has to deal with having the lunar night in you. And the television was you seen through the lunar night?
Why did you, like, go into Grug?
I don't know. I only have a
The
certain amount of
voice did
voices.
go there a little bit. But, like, on the other hand, that was about a 23 insight check, so...
I mean, I wasn't watching the video. She was watching the video. I don't understand. And I saw her watching the video.
And what made that sad to you?
I know her. And I like her. And I don't know what to do with this information. I think that this was somebody important to Lunar Night.
Barkley like writes some things down. Camera pans over and he's like like tic-tac-toe.
Definitely.
He's got a shopping list, basketballs.
Are you sure that wasn't you projecting about someone that you care about that you can't be with?
No.
A certain someone in another place.
I mean, I can just call my mom.
With the billions and billions of lights. Sorry, just somebody wrote Galaxy Brain, so I immediately went Carl.
Galaxy brain.
All I imagine is Bart going like, "Your mom? I wasn't talking about that at all.
Yeah.
Well, if we go into some Freudian, maybe.
I was talking about me."
Lyra!
Freudian slips, where you say one thing but mean your mother.
Lyra.
Yes.
I will say you guys are all on the plane at this point. It's actually weirdly quiet because I assume that most of you guys have been on planes before to actually get here. The pilot is a little kobold fellow, which is why I was pissed that my table didn't have that, because it's just like, oh, they're PC race, and I'm like, what? Okay, he's a kobold, because that's the first one I thought of.
Please tell me he has a giant gauntlet.
No.
Oh, I was hoping it was the merc that retired, and now he's a pilot.
Which one was that? Oh, from Corruption Crew? No.
The one you couldn't get higher than a net, too, on any of his checks.
Oh, that poor
No,
little
we don't want him
idiot.
flying the plane.
Yeah, he's a dumbass. He's a manual labor sort of guy.
He was like...
Also, he's very corrupted because he's been
Don't
living
worry,
in
I
Del
have-
Diablo for
He was
forever.
like-
Decent decks. I can get us there in one
To
piece.
sum it up, Mercenary came to attack the crew, and we were all split up in different spots, and he was like, "Fear me, I'm strong!" And then, like, 2 attacks knocked him down to nothing.
Okay, in his defense, he attacked the one in the party with an 18 AC. And 2, he
This is
then
in his
got
defense?
Stunning Strike, and he rolled a nat 1 on his save, and then fucking Soul, or Passion now, cast Hold Person on him.
And this is
The
in his
bitch was
defense.
stunned
Yeah.
and paralyzed.
I mean,
Yes, in his defense. He couldn't do shit. Like, the second he rolled up and my rolls were terrible, he's just like, well, I'm dead now, I guess.
I still like how the party split, and then all of them got attacked by mercenaries, and all of them shut them down within 6 seconds.
No, the one on Grok survived 3 rounds. But in that first round, he almost killed Seth.
Also,
Fucking
Gruk was
Seth.
half awake and blind.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yep.
Anywho, you guys
Probably
are on
was
the
high
plane,
as
and it's like, it's cushy. It's the equivalent of like first class, but the entire plane is that. However, the selection of food is questionable at best because Bart is the one who stocked it.
No, I didn't stock it. It's the team plane, right?
Yeah, but I vaguely remember you mentioning something about there needing to be broccoli on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
And a whole number of strange shit.
Barkley was
Things
definitely
like
on the
they
phone
have-
with somebody.
They have like the basics of for like lunch meat sandwiches and then a bunch of random shit that does not go together.
Oh, I was
I
thinking...
can only
Just
imagine.
imagining it looks like the Totally Spies plane, but in like Barclay's team colors.
Well, if it's like for a sports team and stuff, they take their food actually very seriously. He's just a really bad cook. So it'd probably be probably stuff you guys would find gross, but very healthy.
But look, I
Weird
mean,
though, they're restless.
they wouldn't know
right?
the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it
care.
wouldn't taste good because the Restless wouldn't care.
It's just a lot of necrotic damage potions.
I have to think about that now. What is health food for a restless?
Milk.
They're just gallons of milk.
Yes.
Cereal bars.
Actually, yeah, probably a lot of cereal bars. Yeah, so anywho.
Calcium supplements.
Is there Barcos?
Barcos!
Did I miss a thing?
No, like cereal, like as a cereal.
Cereal Barcos.
Oh,
Barcos.
yes. There definitely is. Laser Pup Cheerios.
It'd be really funny.
Yes.
Barco's the tagline or whatever is like, buy my book.
Oh, I was thinking like the cereal is actually an tied in
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. There's a cartoon
got-
series that's an advertisement for the cereal, where he just has it's like every cartoon has to have like a cute animal mascot, and it's just a little corgi, and that's Barco.
That's constantly chasing Barkley.
And it looks exactly like a laser corgi, except it's got an afro. For no reason.
I love it.
Silly doggo. Cereals for skeletons.
And if any of you are familiar with Air Bud, it's kind of like Air Bud, where just somehow the dog saves the day, basketball-related style.
Excellent.
Yes.
Love Bud.
Is that the team mascot?
Oh no, yeah, it's
No,
not. It's not an
God!
afro. It's the one with
Oh,
the.
the corgis.
It's the one with the pompadour. That actually would be better.
Yes. I love so much.
I love robot golf.
It's the best.
Yes.
It's
Um,
that's for those that do not know of 100-foot robot golf. One, King Grum's played it, so you can see them goof off in it. Two, that's a group that's in like a Voltron robot. It's called the C Team, it's like Team Corgi. And every joke that the announcer is like, "Oh, and who's a good boy? You're a good boy."
You have to put that link into the chat later, because oh my
God,
god.
you gotta play this
Or
game.
in the,
on-
I have it. I have
the-
it. I can stream it.
There's
Do
an
it.
aviator. There's an aviator corgi. There's like a beanbo like Japanese gangster corgi with that pompadour. The one with a satellite dish on his head is like got like a Darth Vader chest plate on the side of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one with the eye patch, I think, is like meant to be Solid Snake because he's got like a camo bandana and dog tags.
I thought he was supposed to be like Murdoch or something because he got the
I mean,
eye patch.
Could be, but I was
Like
thinking it was.
A-Team.
I was thinking like, oh well, maybe you might be right about that. And then I just
He just
I
looks
like,
like a very good boy.
But
they're
they're-
all
You've seen
very
some
good
shit.
boys.
They're hyper intelligent corgis that all work together to run a super mech.
Yeah, and the one in the front, he'll form the head.
McElroy's announce it.
That's amazing. Yes. Good.
Anyway,
That'll be derailed. Officially.
I might play that after we're done tonight.
This is your in-flight entertainment.
Yes.
There's just
Um,
like a bunch of dogs. No reason. There's just a bunch of dogs.
I
don't
will
know how
say
I feel
also,
about this.
at this point, some point between the evening and now, because you guys have several hours separating you, the in-character group chat between Vaccine and Corruption has been created. For anybody that doesn't realize, in our Discord, we have a real-life RP channel that's for both the Vaccine and the Corruption crew to talk to each other, because they're like, hey, we should, like, talk to each other and share information freely. And they're like, Kat, we have a Discord already. Let us do it. And I'm like, I need to wait until you guys are on the same page and timeline-wise. And they're like, fuck it, let's do it. So that's a thing.
That's a thing, and it's a bunch of nonsense, and I don't even know if any of it is canon.
I think I've been keeping it so that pretty much everything is canon. So everything that your character knows on there did actually happen. The timeline is maybe a little wibbly.
There's-
You can blame like the
there's a-
Horomancer or Horomancer, whatever it is. That
Instead of
is-
group
Yeah.
Discord, it's a group conflict.
God damn it.
nailed it, 100%.
Good job!
Perfect.
I was gonna say it's an initiative, but group conflict is also good.
I like initiative better, just because.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So. Wait, so it takes us hours in a jet?
It's 6
To go where?
hours.
The-
Right?
I believe it was 6 hours, yeah. The city that you're in like the center of New Radami. It's the size of like China. And you're going to the China next door. It's gonna be a long train ride. Or long trip. I think I said it was 6 hours though on the plane.
I was about to say, it's going to be a really long train ride. And we just realized the private jet is literally a train flying.
Plane. The train would have been longer. I think the train was like 18 hours or something.
Man.
It's
Talk
a
about your
book
feelings
away.
time.
Yeah, yeah. You want to talk about your feelings? No.
Yeah, so like
I
if you
do.
guys
I'm sad. I know.
if you guys want to RP this, you can. If not, we can just say, okay, we get there. We're gonna rest and maybe read some books or whatever, play in the group chat and whatnot.
Sammy just makes a lot of blushy faces because of things said in the group chat.
Crypto watches his phone as it goes. And he's just like, what the?
It falls off the table, just
Just like vibrates up the aisle.
Just like goes around the inside of the plane, like.
Yeah, we have like 40 people on our Discord, and in that chat alone, there's like 12. It's a lot. It gets very hectic.
I may or may not have muted it within 5 minutes of its creation.
It's definitely worth just going back and reading all that nonsense because it's hilarious.
I will say, Daiyo is there. She is passed out asleep because she finds plane rides boring and uncomfortable. She's not used to being this high up in the sky.
Like a fish out of water?
Yeah, kind of. Also, Lluis isn't here, so. Simon, I will say that your perception is high enough because Daiyo is asleep, so she can't notice it, and Crypto already knows. You notice that Crypto is wearing a new badge that you hadn't seen before.
What you got there, Crypto?
It's my phone.
Inspiration point?
Yes. That's so in character, too.
No, not the rectangular tango.
Rectangular.
It just went and danced its way right off of his tray.
Oh my gosh, that's a phone brand in Retroverse now. The Tango. You got the Tango X.
It just got up and it danced away.
So,
you mean this thing?
Yes.
Last night was really weird.
Go on.
Do you want the short or the long version?
Tell me all the dirty details.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna look up towards the front of the plane, and I think we've got time. You can go ahead and give me the long version.
Dish, girl, dish.
For what it's worth, the badge looks to be a gold shield that's emblazoned with a red grid that's sort of like laser cut into it.
Where did?
Well, it all started with 6 hours later. Simon's like, "Okay, hang on, that's too many details for me." What the heck?
Wow, I do not know how you set up that whole thematic video for the backstory. That was nuts.
Where did you get the paper, crayons, and popsicle sticks?
And how did you do that wiggly thing with your fingers and make it affect the whole of my vision? What the fuck did you just do? It's a Scooby-Doo ending.
He used the most ancient and sacred of backstory drops, which is puppetry.
Oh, classic.
If any of you have seen Dark Crystal on Netflix.
Oh.
Reference to that. Anyway.
I'm still mad that they actually have a fucking Skixus in Mordecai and Stoma Foes. Like, it 100%, that's what it is. It looks identical.
Yeah, the Nagpa, I think.
Yeah.
There's 13 of them.
Oh, God.
You know how many Skeksis there are?
Yeah, 13.
Anyway.
What a coincidence.
So you joined up with the web nights, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
So wait, you joined up?
That's so cool! Like from the other side of the plane.
You forget that there's no walls in this place. You're literally in just one big plane.
Wait,
like
You're the only people here.
That was so cool. I'm so proud of you. High five.
Sammy's like in the seat right in front and just
ambush.
Jeez.
No, it's a first
She's
class.
probably really
She can do
intimidating too
anything.
because she's fucking gigantic.
It's a first class jet, so it's probably got like 360 swivel chairs. So she just like Bond villain
Oh.
180s.
Like, I don't know, I'm like imagining a very brightly colored version of Iron Man's jet. From
Yeah,
the
that's
first
what I was
one.
picturing, actually, yeah.
I was thinking pirate themed, just because they're the Jolly Rogers.
There's like a giant like pirate flag in the back. I like it, yes.
the fridge is like designed to look like a pirate chest.
Crypto, that's so cool.
I feel like I feel like the Jolly Rogers team playing should have like an AI talking skull like on like quadricopter skull and crossbones. And it's flying around and it's got like the really super cheesy Pirates of the Caribbean kind of voice on it.
And instead of
And
having
it's
one eye patch on, for some reason it has two. Like they're just
Yeah.
crossing each other.
Exactly. And it's the flight attendant.
Yar, me buckos, do you want any peanuts?
Woo! I love peanuts. Yes, please.
Salted or unsalted? Yar.
Deceased.
We be making our final approach to your destination. Please put all seats and tray tables in their upright and locked positions. It's more of a guideline.
Oh boy! Sammy's just like extra like energetic right now, and you definitely see her like being like hiding shit.
Yeah, not sure if like overcompensating or just rebounding really well.
Airport landing on the
Yes.
port side. Yar.
That's where Sammy lives most of her life.
Yeah, so we'll say that at this point you guys are landing. It's been a very long ride with some awkward conversation of what's been going on and trying to pry details out of Sammy for why she's depressed and doesn't realize why she's depressed. And you guys land.
I would like to I would like to say that Sammy probably was just hanging out with Lyra and chatting,
That's fine.
having a cup of tea.
Probably typing stuff up. Because I remember in the chat they said something about her book, and so finally she got to say something about her book, and now she's writing a new book.
No!
You've written your own book?
I want to read it. You gotta give it me.
It's really depressing.
Did you self-publish or did you?
Oh
have some
no,
help?
it was this guy, and he came and when I was living on the streets, and gave me a big break. So
What was the name of it again? He's got his phone out looking it up.
the
If
book.
you order me one too, and I'll give you the money for it.
Just the title.
It's called Acid Rain on Sundays.
Sammy gets a notification under, you've been gifted a book, ebooks.
Yay!
There's like a silhouette of a Rye girl, and she's sitting on the. And she's crying.
Okay, you realize now you're going to have to draw this, Callie.
Yes.
I already did.
Oh, you already did?
Yes!
Post that shit.
Put it in the fucking art chat or the vaccine chat, wherever.
My
Oh,
phone died. I can't do anything.
I'll order a copy on Jungle.
God damn it.
Oh, goddamn.
And I'll give Simon the money for the book.
How much is it? 20 gold?
Good lord.
No.
It's not a computer. It's not a MacBook.
Oh, sorry. If you're getting the ebook version, it's probably 5 gold.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was gonna say that's probably more like 5 silver for
Yeah.
a book.
That'd be like $100 book.
That's a lot.
Unless Lyra wrote like a book.
It was a
this
really,
big.
really, really big book, right? It was
And
like
it's
her
a coffee
life story.
table book. It has like full blown pictures.
I'm
and
just
It
going
doubles as
off
a
of
coffee table.
I'm just going off of prices I know from D&D books, where they're like, you find this book and it's worth this much.
Yeah,
ones
but
that
that was
vary
before the
those are
printing press.
tomes.
They vary between
Yeah.
like 20 to 100 usually.
That I get the feeling like those
Yeah.
are all like handmade, hand-bound, pre-printing press era books. So there was a lot more labor that went into the manufacture of them.
Yeah, I'd
This
say
is
5 gold sounds about right.
It's a
Fine.
poetry book.
That's fine.
Okay.
you need to post that up in the Discord for real though. I'm gonna put that up.
I will make the cover. I have the art of Lyra crying, and so I'll just make it a silhouette and put it on the
No,
cover of
Yay.
a book.
Okay.
no.
I love it.
This is happening.
Breaking my heart.
I didn't know we had a fellow writer on the plane. I've written my own book myself.
I
Lyra
have that
just
one.
dies.
No.
I'm gonna,
Don't say.
it's called The Rise and Dunk of Barkley. it's in my possession.
I have it too, and she pulls it out of her book. You never know when you need it.
What's your book called? Acid Rain on Sunday?
Acid Rain on Sundays.
Acid Rain on Sundays. Yup.
Acid Rain on Sunday.
Acid Rain on Sunday.
You're just like coming up with the most cheesy name, and that's what I
It's
got.
fucking great. It's the
I am
best.
counting on you to do the cover art design now.
Okay.
I'm just writing down because I have a lot of weird shit, and I like having weird shit for my characters. It's really funny to me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hurt ended the campaign with like a gallon of corn syrup in her possession.
She has
For no
stapler,
reason.
but somebody blew it up.
No, you gifted the stapler to Yos.
Yeah,
that
I
if
know.
you ended the at the end of the campaign, that was like a year later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That corn syrup is just solid tar. It's just black
Yeah.
tar.
Nice.
It's
I could have
carbonated.
used it as a brick to throw at my dad and killed him.
Yeah, you could have.
Anywho,
She also had like solo cups on her, and there was something else that was
Bunch of
really
fruit
weird.
roll up wrappers.
fruit roll-ups.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So we'll say that you guys make it to your destination. You're disembarking. And-
On social media, you guys see on InstaSlam, Barkley has shared the book, and it's like, wow, this is a really great book.
Aww.
Lyra, in like 10 minutes, you get an email from your publisher that's just like, oh my god.
It was already a bestseller. She got to buy her own studio.
Yeah, but it got another little surge.
Like-
I mean,
Like
Wave 2.
you know how you get like the the Google search. It's like this many people
Test
search
rate
for this
too,
word.
yeah.
And it's like a
Your
line
analytics.
graph. Like
yeah,
it was like
went-
you released
went
it.
down to spike.
You released it, and there was a spike, and then it went down, and it almost went to that spike again when I said that. Probably. I don't know. That's up to the universe.
Yeah, so it's not like it ever fell behind, but it definitely got a big uptick that was unexpected.
Um,
Oh yeah, and you didn't seem comfortable with me having this, so here, and I hand you back the guitar.
How do you still have that?
You really should have left that at home.
brought it on the plane.
This seems really dangerous.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
If
You're
Hurst
supposed
gets
to
that
check
book, I'm
them.
gonna be really mad.
You really should check that kind of luggage, Bach.
What? I
You want
knew
me-
I had it.
It's a private plane. I mean,
Do you want me to put that in the bag of holding?
What's wrong
Yes.
with it?
It's cursed. I wasn't even there, and I know it was cursed.
She can sense these things. Bark. You have to know this.
She watched the fucking stream.
Yeah, it was
They
yeah,
live
pretty
streamed
sure.
the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah. At some point, she did catch up on that.
Well, if you guys are so worried about it, I'll hold on to it. It's whatever.
Just that like picture of the dude sweating, like.
Wow, I just randomly healed how much damage does a ghost touch normally do?
I don't remember.
For the remainder of the
I just
flight,
remember
Simon
being
just
pissed at you
folded
because
up.
it's like the one time the ghost hit, you're like,
Nat 20.
I
Nat 20.
yes, it fucking critted you. Yep, I remember that now.
That's
Anywho,
on you for sending necrotic damage
I
dealing.
didn't think. I didn't think. Yep. Anywho,
Anywho,
Simon
so we'll say
spends
that
the
you
remainder
guys-
of the flight folded up in his chair and just like nose buried in the book and does not look up until their time to disembark.
you guys make it all.
Cat. I also want to buy or order Passion's art book.
Yes. Okay.
Oh wow.
It also came out in the chat that Passion has an art book that she published years ago before she actually left Neo Academy. So
I'm gonna order that.
eventually,
I want a physical copy of that, so I sent that to their house.
nice. And we'll ask Bex later how much you think it would cost.
Okay.
You guys have your 8-hour trip of talking about backstories of like, okay, this is what happened when I joined the Knights of the Grid with sock puppets, and various book purchasing and reading. You guys exit the plane into the big airport terminal. It is a just massive open structure with these huge like 60 70 foot long sheets of fabric draped from the ceiling in reds and purples and blues. As you guys head toward the exit, the walls beside the escalator are adorned with like massive 20-foot tall murals of different scenes of adventurers. And above them hangs a sign, Old Red Ami, City of Heroes.
Wow, what a dump.
Assholes.
Wow.
Wow, how did I end up under this bus? Weird.
Depicted on one is a massive armored creature that has hundreds of like gravestones on it, embedded in its back, surrounded by undead, and it is pinned in place with 13 metal rods, driven in by what looks like 4 adventurers: a half elf holding just a massive sniper rifle that Daiyo is definitely drooling over, a trog druid halfway through transforming into an ape with wasp wings,
Oh no.
a tabaxi dressed in a gold cloak with a guitar strapped to his back, and a human De-Fragger carrying a shield emblazoned with a golden griffin, and underneath it is labeled "The Eagle Vanguard's Defeat of Malkor the Graveshard."
All that, huh?
Uh-huh. Fuck you, I have this plot, and or these big background stuff, and I'm fucking putting it in here, because no one goes to the fucking museum.
I was gonna go after her, okay?
I'm not even...
Okay. Okay, universe, I'm gonna give you these I have a special deal, Barkley. They're called chill pills. There you go.
Okay,
I
in
swear,
my defense,
I swear to
actually...
God. I swear to God, I actually was, I wanted to go to the museum after...
Okay, so like in my defense, this is actually a thing where I was. It's regarding a faction later on. This battle happened in a city that borders this one. It happened in the city of S something, I don't remember. But yes, it borders Neo Academy, so I figured it would make sense.
It's just that it was funny because Simon was just like, "Oh, that's kind of cool," and you're like, "Fuck you! I'm putting this in here."
The next one is a mural of a ferocious, like oversized power wolf that's grown to the point where it's towering over buildings, being wrestled by an equally huge Megazord. And that one is titled "Battle of the Phoenix Force Rangers" and Orzon the Fury Incarnate.
I like this
and
one.
finally, the last one is a massive battle between hundreds of laser dragonborn soldiers behind a just massive ancient laser dragon, and a misfit army led by a dragonborn Henshin in magenta armor beside a spider Zord, a blue Henshin blasting energy at the dragon, a beautiful Synthweaver with blue hair using a keytar to create a wall of sound, and a Munari De-Fragger carving through enemies with 4 swords, and it is labeled "Red Enemy Rebels Defeat Radicule the Laser Dragon King."
I've seen better.
But there are...
It seems
like,
a little
those...
bit like they forgot the part where freaking Yas crashed a giant castle into the dragon.
It's been 1,000 years. People take artistic license.
True facts.
Also, literally, it's a big deal that like a lot of that history has been lost after the Machine War. So a lot of this is piecing things back together from different things. But there are more of those murals. Those are just the biggest ones that you guys notice. You guys... Yeah. Oh no, that's whoosh.
That's foolish.
A lot more intimidating. I I don't have a picture of a laser dragon. You guys make your way out to the main entrance of to the out of the airport, basically. And as you're walking, you're in like a sort of like equivalent of a strip mall. There are a couple of different restaurants, and like there looks like a hotel nearby. And I will say that Bark went ahead and took the liberty of ordering a rental car for you guys, considering you definitely need a way to get around the city, and none of you brought a vehicle.
Was there like a guy waiting for us when we were leaving, and he got like a little sign, and it had like our team name on it?
Definitely. What would Bark tell them to put on the sign?
The super awesome team, I think, is what I wrote.
Oh
The
God,
super
yes,
awesome team,
the
yes.
crappy sign that you made. Yes, the best.
Yes.
And it's gonna be another kobold, just to stick with the theme.
Sure.
It's gonna be like a chihuahua. It's just shivering there.
Oh God. Oh, old school kobolds, the best. It's just like holding the sign up, but you can't actually see him over the crowd, so he's like standing on the trunk of the car with it.
Guys, I think I see our car.
Oh, yep, that's us. There we go.
Sammy just like towers over everybody, so she just sees downward.
You guys, as you're making your way down there, you see a handful of like ads for different things and signs on the walls passing there. There's one advertising Raven Rock Restaurant,
Nice.
Sip and Dip Bar, and Tirna Nog Cafe. And then one of the other signs that you see is like clearly not an ad. It is a sign of a man with 3 eyes and a tentacle arm. And underneath it in big text it says, "If you see corruption, report corruption." And it includes a website and a number for the Red Emmy De-Fragger network.
I'm gonna mark that down. May have questions.
May have concerns.
Oh, I was expecting a picture of a trog.
So I will say that
That looks like a camel.
The little kobold jumps off of the trunk and puts his sign under his arm and is like, "Hello, yes, Mr. Lee, the car is right here. Did you guys want to go directly to we're going to a cemetery? Or did you want to go get something to eat or something? I know it was a long flight."
Does anybody need to use the bathroom before we go?
Maybe.
Well, you should go now. I don't think there's gonna be bathrooms in the cemetery.
So I 100% believe that Bark definitely has a bathroom on the plane, but it's still an airplane bathroom. So like no one wants to use that thing.
No, it's somehow not an airplane bathroom, and that's the reason why it's luxurious. But it is a normal bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But to have that on an
It's just not
airplane
tiny.
is like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's like actual space for your feet.
Yeah.
Fully functioning bathtub.
He says, for what it's worth, it's a very small graveyard. I don't think anybody's been interred in there in a really long time. So they don't really have like road traffic that goes directly to it anymore. It's like a 15-minute walk or so through a state park that's right next to it. So
A hiking trip.
yeah. But I can drive you to the park at least.
Oh, that's a laser dragon for those curious.
Yep.
Holy shit, yes.
Yeah.
He's scary. I just looked at my notes and I fibbed. It's a 30-minute walk.
Oh, that makes all the difference. Guys, fuck it. We can't go that
Just
way.
saying.
It's too long.
Let's go home.
Little did we know the kobold was either a rogue or a monk, so it like halves that time for itself.
Mhm.
So it thinks it's 15 minutes, but it's actually 30.
It's true.
Let's just go, yeah? Unless you guys have anything else to do.
Yeah, sure.
You have something to do?
No, let's go.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Why are you confusing me?
Wait, I think I left my oven on.
Well, that's too late now.
Meanwhile,
everybody get back on the plane.
meanwhile, the tower at Radex, boom, just an explosion.
Oh no!
At the center of ground zero of the crater, there's just burnt cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. They're okay.
They're not cooked enough.
Oh, they're practically raw. I don't even know. All right, let's go. Cemetery time. Woohoo!
Cemetery?
Foreshadowing? Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Sounds are a thing.
Anyway, let's go.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm writing things down. Because I definitely didn't forget.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
Red Emmy, Mount Nepski, take me home.
Mountain Dew.
There was also Mount. Wait, no, it's a crater. Crater Nepski.
Oh.
So as you guys are driving through the city, this little kobold is like doing the like taxi driver guy that knows you guys aren't from town. He's like, well, so like,
does the taxi like light up, like the ceiling lights up, and he's like, okay, I got trivia questions for you.
It does not. No, it's just a regular car. He's like, so I don't know how much of you guys know about the city, but we were actually called a Red Emmy first before your hometown. That was called Ottoman until a couple hundred years ago. But this is the original home of the Red Emmy rebels, and we're very proud of them. And it's only because they went to live there later that, you know, Neo Red Emmy gets a claim to their hometown. But we also say that we were part of there too. They were with us longer than they were with Automata, or Radamy. They don't remember this shit, okay? It's not like Hertz was exactly forthcoming with her backstory.
This is true.
What's a Hertz?
Like, yes, this is my hometown.
I don't know,
This
Mark.
is where I am from.
There are posters all over the place for reenactment concerts of Hertz, and I think it was just Hertz. I don't think the band had like any more of a name.
Oh goodness.
Yas was in my band.
I know it was, but I don't think the name was anything
Oh,
more
goodness,
than the
we're
name
out-
of the
It was
band.
the Kilohertz.
Oh goodness.
the Killer Hertz.
We're out in the country. Oh.
Yeah, it is pretty boondocks compared to what you guys are used to. It's the equivalent of like suburbia. Like there are strip malls, but it's nowhere near what you're used to.
The building only has 10 floors.
Yeah. Like the
Reminds me
tallest
of
building
home.
has like 70 floors. It's not very tall at all. It's pretty rustic compared to what you guys are used to, or at least used to more so now that you've been in Neo Radamy.
Is that a neon blue sky? I thought it was always gray.
You should see it when I should take you to where I'm from, because there you can see all the stars.
But
There's a
You
lake.
actually can. You can't see shit in Neo Radamy.
But I'm right here.
No, like real stars, like space stars, like from space, like the ones that are. In
I'm gonna
space.
sit this out. That killed me.
Could you hear that? Could you hear the sound I made?
Yes. Space Stars, is that another basketball team?
They're all stars. They got a bugbear. They got a goblin.
Oh god.
They got a hobgoblin, and they're wait, no, not a hobgoblin. Wait, let me think. No, it would be bugbears, mostly bugbears, because they got the extended reach, and they're just called the monsters.
But quickly enough, he gets you guys to this park. It's nothing like what you're used to, Simon. It's definitely not like the lush, beautiful greenery of Rosa Gallica, but it's definitely more greenery than you've seen basically since you left home.
Wait,
Um,
you're saying it'll take us 30 minutes to go through this park? I can see the other end right over there.
you can't actually see the other end. It's
No, okay, sorry. I'm referencing the parking lot that we park in.
oh yeah, no. He's like, no, you can't see the other. Oh, you mean the parking lot? No, it's past the trees, Bark. You can't see the cemetery for the trees.
Wait, so we're going into nature?
Yeah.
Isn't it exciting?
Barb just has an existential crisis. Realizes that he's walking into a cemetery.
Oh god!
No, I'm fine with the cemetery. I just
Oh god, I'm gonna see my parents. I can't handle this.
oh, Bart. I don't know. I can't do the voice, but I was like Jewish mother, like oh, Bart.
Oh, Bark, darling! I can't do either. I'm in general just.
Mark, you never call me and your father.
There we go.
There
There we
it
go.
was. Did you eat? When did you eat? What did you have to eat? When are you coming over to eat?
Help, nature.
You're all skin and bones!
Oh no, it's a cat ass trophy.
Not in the mic.
Oh. I know that pain, Reese.
Oh god.
I'm sorry.
No,
the
Crypto's
best
being
part of that.
attacked.
The best part of that was like the cutoff of not in the mic, just silence.
Oh
This is the
no.
best.
I think we might have lost Sammy.
Oh damn. Or she's just frozen
yeah,
in that.
we-
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, that almost cuts
Rest
off.
in peace, Sammy.
That almost cuts off perfectly. Oh, hey, oh, there she is. I was gonna say, Callie, you're Sammy now.
That's a
Yay!
that's a really nice placeholder you got there, eh?
Alright.
You're fine. We don't see your video, by the way.
Yeah, it's loading my internet.
Mm.
You look really pissed off in this picture.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
You're
Or
fine.
it's like you're glaring at the computer. It's like
Give me a second. I'm gonna try to close out in a bit and see if I can make it work.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
So you guys make your way into this park that has a big like a wooden sign that's just got white paint on it, saying Seven Hills State Park. There's like an old like gate, like rusted gate that you have to like get out of the car and open before you can go all the way into the place. And it's nice. It's clean. It's like I said, not like the lush, verdant jungle that you're used to in Rosa Gallica, but it is pretty nice and calm. There are bird song with little squirrels running all around. Anything you guys want to do while you're taking your hike towards this place?
Whoa.
Whoa, there's two Sammys. That's
Yeah,
too many Sammys.
I'm not gonna change the
Is
windows.
one of them the
No.
Lunar Knight?
yes,
Oh, no.
that is correct.
I'm not gonna change the windows because one of them will leave eventually.
Hopefully, yeah. Aya, can you hear us?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I need to make a picture of Bork pulling out a power cable from the wall socket and just technical
Yes!
difficulties.
Oh god, that's amazing. That's the best.
Oh no!
Oh my god,
Oh my
what? What now? I don't know if you guys can see the windows, but there are now 3 windows for Aya.
They can see 2 of them. Like 2 of them are cropped perfectly somehow.
There's 2 that
Solar
say
Lady,
Aya.
Lunar Knight,
and then-
and Star Sailor or something.
Yeah, there's 2 that say Aya, and then 1 that says Sammy question mark. Anyway, as you guys are making your way through the trail here, that it goes from like initially it had sort of been a oh my god, it's just multiplying. There's 4 Ayas
I
now.
I thought Barkley had that ability.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to take a picture of this and send to her because like what the fuck. Aya, we can see you now.
Hi.
Hi, there are 4 of you. Nope,
I'm
3 now.
I'm sorry.
There are 2 other windows other than yours currently.
Alright. I can only hear you. I don't know why.
For those at home, here's what we're seeing.
Yeah.
I just made
I
it
just
our
put a
full
picture
chat.
into the Retroverse.
Woohoo!
Oh, there she goes. Okay, so
And she's gone again.
Yeah.
The path that you're on went from sort of like paved to more of a like a very well worn but definitely dirt trail through the forest. And it does have a sign pointing in the same direction saying Seven Hills Cemetery. You were saying, Scotty?
oh, I'm just gonna leave this window up until eventually the clone eyes close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I would say it would probably be Simon first and then Crypto. Both of you recognize see movement in the forest as you guys are sort of traveling by and see what looks like like just an adult figure in the forest just sort of like scuttling further away from where you guys are.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Aya,
Ow.
can you hear us? Hello?
Sure.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to be stealthy, but all of you can see him. He rolled a 3 on his stealth check.
It looks like he was trying to hide from us.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, hi. Can you give us directions to the cemetery?
He sort of like leans over. He looks like a human man, wearing just like a regular, not like hiking outfit, but definitely like a heavy coat, and definitely hasn't shaved in a few days. I suppose, and you realize that he is currently trying to put away a short bow that he has.
Guys, I think he might be a hobo.
Oh,
I'm
she
not
said
a-
short bow.
You're probably right.
He says, "I'm not. We're just trying to make do. You're looking for the cemetery, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
It's that way. And as you guys are sort of giving directions, you hear very clearly. All of you guys see from the direction where that man was heading, a young kid, maybe about, did I write down how old he is? Maybe about 7 or 8 or so, sort of like tromping towards you guys, and then sees like a group of people and like tries to hide behind a tree, but then like very obviously leans out, and he's got this big knitted green ear flap hat over his head. Dad? And he's like, it's okay. Yeah, we can show you where the cemetery is. Can you guys just not mention you saw us here, if that's possible?
Saw who?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the one.
Wait, what?
Simon.
Watch out for the bow. Ooh.
The kid is sort of like bundled up in what looks like probably like 3 or 4 coats, which is a little weird. It's not that cold. It's like at night it gets a little chilly, but it's breezy. It's not very cold at all. And he sort of, the kid, like when he realizes his dad doesn't see you as a threat, he sort of like smiles and waves.
Waves back.
Simon and Crypto, you both realize that his teeth are pointier than they probably should be for a human.
Ah.
Hi.
Who am I to judge? I got
Hi,
I got slightly pointy teeth.
I am literally using my phone right now.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I don't know what's going on with my computer, so apologies for my face.
That's fine. So recap, you guys are trumping through the woods heading towards the cemetery and encountered a hobo-looking human man with a unshaven beard holding what looks like a probably homemade short bow, and a young kid, maybe about 7 or 8, with like a big knitted green ear flap hat and teeth that are too pointy to be human teeth.
Lyra drops to a knee and she goes, she kind of gets to the face of the kid and says, "Hi, my name's Lyra. What's your name?"
I'm Max.
That's a nice name.
So nice to meet you, Max.
Lyra, now that you're closer, you can actually see underneath the hat. It almost looks like there's something glowing underneath the hat.
That's a nice hat you have there.
Thanks. Mom made it for me. She tells me I always have to wear it because... And at this point, his father's off talking to, like, Bark and the rest of the crew, giving directions, and the kid sort of, like, holds up the hat a little bit. And you see a little tuft of hair come out, and it is glowing bright-ass red, like neon lights red.
Wow. Now that is remarkable.
Hyper ginger.
Yeah.
Is it always that
Dad
color?
says it's corruption, and I'm not supposed... Well, now, yeah.
At least it makes you easy to find in the dark.
Yeah, but it's maybe too easy to find because we don't want to be found right now, I guess. And the father sort of realizes you guys are leaning down talking to the kid, and he's like,
Lyra reaches in
yeah,
her bag and she pulls out a scarf and she hands it to the kid and she says, if you need to not be found, I've had a lot of help with the scarf in my past, and it's from my mom, and it's the last thing I have of her since I left. But
like,
maybe
what?
it'll bring you good help now.
Simon's gonna get
I can't
whiplash
take
looking at
this.
Lyra.
It's like, I can't take this. It's from your mom. I
don't need it anymore. I'm not trying to hide from anybody.
Okay.
I think you need it more than me.
He sort of puts it around him and he says, "Oh, it's good. I'm so cold all the time."
This kid's a corrupted ghost. I know it.
Crypto, you recognize a lot of those signs do look like signs of corruption.
I think I read those in a textbook somewhere.
Only one cure. Just starts sharpening the sword.
Pulls out the shredder.
Purify them.
Pulls out a gun and is like, "All right, let's go."
Big war hero Yeller was put down this way.
Oh.
No.
It's literally a dog that the corruption was it could only yell.
Oh no. No.
Hey!
No.
Hi! Hey! Hi!
No.
I've had
Oh,
dogs
no.
that were like that. They are extremely hard.
No, it's not like barking. It's literally just going like, hey, hi, hey, hi.
That makes me think of the Boston errata. It's like, who turned off the lights?
Oh shit! Now that reminds me
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Far Side, the Gary Larson. He had the scientist that invented the dog translator helmet, and that's literally every dog was just going, hey, 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 hey.
Hi, but food?
No, just hey. That was
Oh.
it. Simon is going to look sidelong at Lyra and just under his breath is like, that was very noble and almost surprisingly giving. Like, are you serious about that and your mother and all? Like that really happened? You didn't just say that to the kid to make him feel better?
No. I left my family to be with Rocco. And I left everything behind.
So you gave away a memento of your own mother to a stranger. You
No,
got a
I
big
need it.
heart, girl.
You needed it more than I do.
Be that as it may, it was still very giving and very generous of you. I'm impressed.
Thank you for the directions.
As you guys were leaving, as you start to like turn around to leave, the sort of kid and the father leaning down to talk, and the father sort of, Um, I hate to ask. Sir, I believe you're a knight of the grid.
Uh-oh.
Oh, me. Yeah. Sorry.
He's like, I wasn't sure. I think I saw the badge before. I hate to ask this, but I'm pretty sure you guys saw the signs that my son here is corrupted. I don't know what your connections with the De-Fraggers are, but if you could not let them know we're here, they're not exceptionally happy with us right now because we wouldn't pay we couldn't afford the treatment for his corruption.
Do you know how many layers?
I believe they said it was 5, which is, of course, why we couldn't afford it, because they wanted about a couple thousand for each layer.
A couple thousand? Jeez Louise.
And the kid's like, it was a lot, and Dad lost his job a while ago, and he's like, stop next. They don't need to know the entire story. He's like, I understand that it's painful, and I don't know. For all I know, you're not even a De-Fragger. For all I know, that you're just one of the other kinds. But I figured it's better to ask. It's getting hard to. I was an accounting clerk. I don't know how to hunt to save my life. And like, you look at the bow that he made, and it's like a miracle the thing is still standing. It's like still strung up.
Well, let me see what I can do. And just gonna walk over and kind of kneel in front of the kid, kind of give him a good look up and down, and he's like, I imagine he has like a jacket on today, so he's rolls up his sleeves. He's like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never done this before.
The kid's like, me too.
No,
Kid's
no.
like, me neither.
We're gonna do this together.
Okay, if I go invisible, don't be upset with me. And he like closes his eyes. I'm invisible now. He is not invisible.
Oh,
It's okay.
blessed.
I
But
have
you grab
something
my
I
hand and put it on your shoulders, I guess.
He does that.
do you need to roll something for that?
For what?
To uncorrupt things?
No, it's like I think it's like curing poison with like paladins. You just take off a layer at a time.
Okay. But can somebody...
Whoa! That's
Do it
the
quick.
corruption.
Do it quick.
Is everyone okay?
You're people now. Nope.
Nope.
Do it quick. Do it quick.
Yes.
The world's getting corrupted by the second.
All right.
Okay, so
Here we
last
go.
thing I heard was Crypto hands the kid his hand and tells him to put it on him. It's a little just weird for you, Crypto, because like you're expecting he actually like hits himself in the face first before he puts his hand on your shoulder. Like he can't actually see where he is. And the father sort of leans over to Simon. He says, "Yeah, we initially thought it was an avoidance tactic, but we think he genuinely thinks he can't see himself when he's invisible."
Well, once y'all have resolved this particular issue, perhaps you can find your way to a child psychologist at some point.
I think part of that one is the corruption, but we definitely will need it.
Let us see where matters will happen to lie after my friend gets finished.
You can't tell because he's wearing his visor, but he definitely, you can kind of see it where he like tilts his head, where his eyes are closed. His hands do start glowing green a little bit, same like his laser, and his arms. And like, probably Simon and anyone, maybe Lyra, who could hear whispers, is just like, oh God, please let this work. And 1, 2, 3, 100 HP gone.
You have more than 100 HP.
Not anymore.
And
Jesse.
he kind of falls on his butt. Jesus.
Invisible again.
Whatever. I can't like physically access my character sheet right this second.
Crypto.
But I know that I have healing shit on me, so I'll just like boop him.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you have at least cure wounds.
Yeah.
It's like a dog when it's real tired, just like lays on its side and just breathes heavily.
Just like the
Sammy will like run over and like grab you and like be like, "Are you okay?"
Here, take one of these as I throw 6 potions of healing at you.
Ow!
Sammy catches all of them because
Open them,
don't
please.
see the people that are tired.
Oh, thank goodness I kept this from last night as I pull out a funnel. I just put the tube in your mouth.
Chug.
The like father has got the kid, and kid's like, "Dad, I'm invisible again." And you
I'll
can
be right
see
back.
that
I have specific D4 dices for healing potions.
The extremely sharp teeth that were there are now normal blunted human teeth. He pulls off the hat, and his like glowing neon red hair is now back down to a normal ginger. He like immediately pounces on Crypto and goes to hug him, and Crypto's like, "Oh God, ow!" And Kid's like, "I'm sorry."
Just a hand of. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Congratulations. You're my first customer.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
I'm just gonna like hug Crypto and be like, that was like really amazing.
Was it? It didn't feel like it.
You
Also,
feel like shit, Crypto.
Listen,
oh God.
it's pretty
You're
badass.
suddenly
And I know a
remembering.
lot of really badass people, and you're like top 6 for sure.
I actually do not have enough D4s in that bottle.
Slowly reach in his bag and just dump it out. It's like, here, Dad character, you have this shredder. I don't ever use it. You might want it more than I do.
He's like, "Well, I don't really know that we'll need to be hunting if we're not running from the network. So
Then feel free to sell it, get some money, and have a good time.
Thank you." The dad like wants to hug you, but realizes you feel like shit, so he just like awkwardly holds his hand out for a handshake. But you're like not even looking at it.
You heal 40 hit points from that.
Holy
chug.
shit!
That was 6
Nicely done.
potions of healing.
How much is healing ward? Or
Healing word is 1d4 per level.
Plus your
Charisma modifier.
That I'm still under half.
per spell or per character level?
Per spell slot. 1d4 per spell slot.
That was literally all of my potions of healing.
Okay.
Not the restless ones, of course.
So it's 4 plus 1 plus, I want to say 7. I'm not sure.
No, not your spell not your spell attack. Just your whatever your charisma modifier is.
That's a 3, I think.
Okay, so 7, I think what was total. 4 plus 7.
Yes.
My goodness.
So there you go. She just kind of like gives you a hug, and just like gives you some more healing.
That's a very warm hug.
I like warm hugs.
How many was that? HP?
7.
7.
And his was 40.
To be fair, that was
I
So
mean,
it
300.
drenches you like you know in like football games where they drench the coaching like freaking
Gatorade, yeah.
Gatorade. It was that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're just covered in whatever healing potion tastes like.
And Sammy just comes up with a tiny little plastic cup equivalent. And just ding, there you go.
No, it's like a little ray of sunshine. Just
I am now over half.
That was
well, there you go.
That was totally not 300 gold you just chugged.
I thought it was funny, like, healing potions, you throw them, you don't take them out of the bottle, you just chuck them.
Healing potion. I choose you. Go.
That's another 4.
You guys are so amazing. Like, oh my gosh. I have the best friends.
Barkley hands you his aviators.
Do we perhaps want to
Put
just
glasses
take
on
a
my
minute?
glasses.
We want to take a minute and let him have a rest.
I have a camp if you guys are interested in like I mean it's not much, but we at least have like places to sit and
Hey Max, do you want
I think I still have some
pastry? I
instant
made some
coffees.
this morning.
And kid's like, I haven't had any kind of baked goods in forever. Yes.
She hands him a Danish.
I don't even know what this is, but I love it. I mean, he's
And
he's
she'll
like
give
he's
Crypto
like a
Danish
7-year-old. His equivalent, his amount of pastries is like cookies, cake, and brownies, and that's about it.
Crypto eats that thing just like I do in 2 bites.
Oh.
Did you get it all, Crypto?
So
You say around Danish.
I like to think you got like Rick always has a drool, but it's just like potion of healing.
My goodness. How does the boy look now?
He looks fine. He looks totally normal. He's now starting to shed all of those jackets. And the father is sort of like, yeah, he had 5 layers, and it's looking like most of them are gone now, at least.
What did you say your name was, sir?
I'm Dion Brain,
Dion.
and my son
Dion,
Max.
mustard. But that's my.
Shut up. Fuck off.
Dion, I'm signing.
I made this in 5 seconds, Aya. Give me a goddamn break.
You got
It's okay.
Cat, you got the sass tonight. I'm just saying.
Right?
You pull your leg a little bit,
Exactly.
and you're just like, no.
You're gonna
I
sit here and hear my lore
I
and
specifically
enjoy my
tried to
characters,
change.
God dang it.
I specifically tried to choose like real life sounding names so they couldn't be made into puns, and I still got it.
Did you pull the Kevin where you just looked at the books behind over there?
No, I pulled up a fucking random generator, but I'm a dumbass and I don't have anything saved except for the Star Wars one, so it's all stupid weird ass names.
Well, okay. Listen, Dion, what did it say you said you used to be doing? You were.
I'm an accounting clerk. I've been out of work for a couple of weeks now, but my wife, she works, she has like a small like cottage industry, I guess, shop. She runs like an online store for knitting and things and stuff, but
Please send me a link. I want that.
I don't remember it, but she's back at the camp if you wanted to go take a rest, considering I'm sorry, Mr. Crypto, I think I heard them call you. You look like you could really use a sit down.
I
And maybe
pick
a
up
cup
Crypto
of coffee.
and I take him to take a rest.
he'll only be carried if it's princess style.
Absolutely it is.
Fucking course it's princess style. Have you met Sammi?
She's very gentle. She's just beautiful. You're being handled by a very fabulous lady.
You are being treated as the best boy. You are the goodest boy today.
I was just imagining Crypto like this is so demeaning, but also I'm so tired.
I don't care. Please tell me Bark isn't
I
streaming.
told Vex it's gonna get spicy today.
Please tell me Bark isn't streaming.
I don't
Is he?
think so.
I never said I didn't have
You
them
haven't. You never said you did though either.
on. But I always said, unless I say I have them off, they're on.
Then, yes.
Sammy just turns away.
You see
and
the little blinking light on his, and you just
So-
look over like.
So it's just emotes in the chat that's just like dogs and like chugging beer. Just
What does that mean?
you did good.
I don't know, but I think the whole internet wants to buy you around.
So I'll make.
Chat was asking, do any of us have a barf bag?
No.
No.
We're in the woods. It's all a barf bag.
Alright, let's go, yeah?
So I'll say you guys make it back to their camp. It's a regular, like, decent sized camping tent. There's a human woman that's sort of like sitting there currently trying to fry up. You do smell the smell of meat cooking before you guys get there, and you realize that she's probably cooking up some form of venison, because you do see a rack of antlers off in the distance, sort of away from the camp.
Vox hard, no.
You're so young.
You should have made it to the
Sorry,
game tonight,
Bob.
buddy.
Oh.
Genuinely did not think of that. The woman sort of like jumps up when she sees you guys. Dion, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah. And he pulls the hat off, and the kid's like, Mom, I'm fine again. I feel great. I'm still hungry, but I'm not like hungry like I have been. And she just sort of like hugs him, and she's like, I don't know who you people are, but thank you.
I don't know
think.
who we people are either.
Simon,
Yeah, do you have anywhere to put our friend? He needs to take a nap.
Yeah, there's sleeping bags in the tent. If you don't feel comfortable in the tent, we can pull one out.
Just shove him in head first.
No, she gently puts him down.
It's
and
rather
then, like,
stuffy in here.
She
I'm
just
just
like
imagining-
covers him up with like the sleeping bag and like pats his head.
I'm just
She's like,
imagining.
Yeah, you go take a nap, and we'll be out here when you're ready to go. Okay?
I'm just imagining like when Terry goes full belly flop, and you just see like the back of the leg stretched out as far as you can outside the tent.
oh,
The mom introduces herself as Lena, and she gives you the name of her website for her knitted stuff, and she has lots of different things like little knitted dials and sweaters and
knitsandstuff.com.
Is there like
Yep.
oven mitts?
Sure.
Sorry,
Yep.
knitsandstuff.grid.
Yes.
The other one might actually be addressed.
Sammy's gonna order some oven mitts and also
Oh no, knits and bits.
Knitsandbits.grid. Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna order oven mitts and also a red and purple scarf. For no reason in particular.
anyway.
She's like, I don't know where you people came from, but yeah, we.
Well, I was born.
At age 6, I was born without a face.
Hey, that's me. Wait.
My parents were
At
absent
12,
from my
I
birth.
went into a cocoon.
All right, Doofenshmirtz, I heard you.
Both of my parents failed to show up to my birth.
I'm the
I will
famous,
say that if
the
you
famous
guys want
Bark
to.
Lee, super awesome champion at sports ball. Here's my card.
Why do you have a card for that?
Rich people just have cards for no reason.
All right.
Like,
Hey,
it's a
you
thing.
got a network.
The dad's sort of like, oh my god, I didn't even recognize you. I'm a big
Ow.
fan. I was a little distracted
Berkeley is
everything.
immediately really worried that he did not know who he was, and he pulls out a mirror and he starts like trying to fix his fro in a panic.
This nature
He's like,
stuff
for what
is
it's worth, no,
freaking
it's
all
more of
fucked up.
I was a little distracted. There was a large group of you, and I didn't know if we could trust you or not. And I'm so glad that we
Oh,
did.
gosh. Oh gosh, is it the weather? I gotta powder my nose.
What
Goes to the
nose?
bathroom.
Don't have a
You look
nose.
great, I promise.
Berkeley goes to the bathroom. I don't know what kind of makeup a Restless would have.
Powder?
It's just like powdered milk. That's it.
It's
I mean-
only
Imagine
foundation.
eyeshadow.
No, I honestly no. It's bark, and he's a shiny restless. So probably it's just shimmer found it. Like
Yeah.
Takes out a
Like
buffer and goes.
shimmery eyeshadow. Yeah.
I'm a
It's great. You don't have to worry about getting it into your eye because you don't have eyes.
I'm a shiny
It's like,
white.
oh no, I poked my global.
I'm a shiny white celestial restless.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty much a
definitely-
Twilight vampire.
Definitely shimmer.
When you want to dress up, you put like a purple on the bottom of the eye hole.
Ooh.
No, I'm putting cologne behind my ears, and that's when I forget. That's when I remember I don't have ears.
Oh. Oh.
So I will say, if you guys want to, you can take a short rest here.
That would be
Yeah.
nice. I haven't really done
And
anything
then-
today, but yeah, that would be nice.
We're, you know,
Crypto might want to
we're
roll
sitting
for some
around
hit
for 6
die.
hours. And
Yeah,
then
I
we
did.
got there, and it's just like another 6 hours.
I'll
Just a
play-
lot of bonking.
I'll play a song to soothe Crypto in his rest, and I pull out my what is it? I keep forgetting what it's called. It's the Futurama thing.
The
The
holophoner, whatever.
holophoner.
Holophoner.
I pull out the holophoner.
Oh, you were gonna pull out the guitar. That's good.
No, because everyone freaks
Gather
out.
around the campfire and sing the campfire song.
The mom does offer you guys. She fried up a bunch of like venison steaks on like a campfire and frying pan. It's not the best thing that's ever had. It's could definitely used to be tenderized a lot more, but it's all right.
I'm certainly not going to turn down hospitality, but I recognize that these people don't have a lot, so he's going to definitely take a smaller portion than might be exclusively necessary.
Do, 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 do. And the holophoner.
None for
The
me,
par-
thank you.
The parents are polite and clap. The kids like, that's the best. I don't even know what that instrument is, but I love it.
And it's
I also
it's
haven't heard
projecting
this song.
minor image because it's the holophoner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's the minor image?
Well, it's just like a tiny little cubic foot of silent image, I guess,
Oh, okay.
for the
But what
Oh
is
my!
for the holophoner.
So
Yeah,
Simon's
we're
going to
asking
make.
what's the illusion look like.
It shows an ogre with a redhead girl, and they're going off on an adventure with their donkey.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. So Simon got a 22 on a sleight of hand check to sneak some of his power bar rations out of his backpack, or out of his satchel, and into the kid's jacket that he left carelessly discarded by the campsite.
Okay. They do not seem to notice at all.
Okay. So that kid's got a few power bars to last him for a few more days.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna be okay.
I think now they should probably be fine.
It start
Yeah, especially because I think that shredder was expensive as fuck.
the song switches over to like a ye old version of whatever Hertz's songs would be. He doesn't know it's from Hertz.
Crypto
You guys have
snores
actually
heavily. No one
You guys
knows
have
if that's
probably
normal or
You
not.
guys went to a holler concert.
I don't think it was hers.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
No.
I wasn't there, so I don't.
You guys have definitely heard Hertz's music before, though. Whether you remember the name or not depends on your individual characters. Because, like, personally, I can't remember names of songs for shite. So,
That's Sammy. She knows nothing about music. She's just like, I don't know, sports music. Something about dancing all night away or whatever.
and I will say, after your short rest, if there's anything else you guys want to do before you head on.
well, during the short rest, Lyra lies on the ground and actually looks at the stars because she hasn't seen them in a long time.
What time of day is it? I
Wait,
didn't catch
so
it.
I'm playing music.
We're not taking a long rest. We're taking a short rest.
Yeah.
Are you listening to something on Spookify and you're just like laying down being garbage?
Wow.
Actually,
That's not meant to be an offense. That's an Undertale joke.
No, I'm not Nabs to Blook.
Okay.
I'm listening to Barclay's Hurt song.
I would say, yeah, by now you might be getting toward dusk. If you guys left around like 10 or so and it was like a 6 or 8 hour plane ride and then
Okay.
some time to get here. It's getting toward dark.
Getting on dark.
But the path through here is pretty well lit. There are little lanterns all throughout. They're the sort of like they look like they're paper lanterns, but they're probably plastic so they don't get damaged by the rain. Strung up all around.
Did
through
we
the
like
path we
trip
guys are
into like a
going through.
tent city here, or is it just this family posting
No, it's
up
just
here?
it's just this family.
Oh wow. And,
They tell you during the rest. They were the mom tells him so. We there was about a week or so ago. There was a fray, I think they called it, opened when Max was at the park.
Oh dear.
And apparently there was something of a shockwave when it opened. And he fell off the slide and hit his head. And when he came to, he said that he was suffering 5 layers of corruption, which
Oh my.
is a lot. I
Oh yeah.
don't know if you know how much the going rate for carrying a layer of corruption is, but even if we had sold everything, we wouldn't have been able to pay it.
What time is it? His
I
glasses
don't know.
are
It's
crooked.
been like 30 minutes.
What?
Stay down,
Wow.
soldier. Stay down. You're good. You've done enough today.
Here, have another Danish.
He might appreciate one of these here venison steaks, to be honest with you.
No, that's okay. I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat?
You're entitled to your decisions, I'm sure. Well, okay.
I actually didn't know that, huh?
Hey, Bark, do you know everybody hurts?
Play Freebird!
God damn it! I just can't hear. Yeah. It hurts.
Love
Her
hurts.
classic in the back of my
Love
phone.
weeps. It's just that song.
Mine's dead, and I don't have a screwdriver to get new batteries.
Let's go.
Take comfort in the ass.
But the mom says, so now that
It's gonna hurt tonight. It's gonna get crazy. Hurt tonight.
she's like, now that he's safe to go back to school and everything, it shouldn't be too hard for Dion to find another job. I mean, everybody needs accountants, yeah. So
Well, look, I mean, are y'all y'all from around here, right? You didn't travel
Yeah,
too
we're-
far out of your way to get here.
no, we live maybe about an hour or so away.
Well, if you manage not to find anything within too long,
Mhm.
look me up in Neo Red Army. I've got a couple of contacts from school that might be able to help you out. Some numbers people.
Sure. Thank you. I don't know where we'd be without this. Thank you.
Well, listen, ma'am, it's literally our calling to help cure the
I
corruption.
don't know about that, but I thank you.
We're here to help. And if you ever need any other help, you can just look up the solar lady up. I'll come help. All the time. Anytime.
And the kid is like, wait a minute. You're heroes, right?
Here's
You're like
That's right,
superheroes.
son.
our cards.
Did you
That's
make
on 'em and
cards for
stuff.
all of us?
Yeah, here you go. Here's another one.
The kid's like looking
Whoa.
at them like they're trading cards.
Simon's actually going to
These
pull
are
up-
my actual
Nice.
that I
Nice,
forgot to
that's
bring to
great.
PAX again this year.
Damn
You
it!
forgot. You made them specifically for PAX and
Last
forgot to pack them.
Last year.
I thought you made them this year.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I got like
Nice.
500 of them.
Yeah.
Simon's gonna
Scotty, you
hunker
just gotta put it
down.
in your backpack and carry it around with you everywhere.
I don't
Or
care.
your wallet.
I never. The only time I use a backpack is for PAX.
Just put them in your car.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I should have gave the umbrella.
Get a card case. Anyway, Simon's gonna hunker down next to Max and
pull up the external display on his AEN and play back the VOD from the last time they were in the grid. And so he can.
Dinosaur?
It's actually 2 dinosaurs.
It's a chicken, though. Why is it a chicken?
wait,
She
wait.
made it a chicken!
Just
You
wait
made
a
it-
second.
Chicken?
Watch what happens to the chicken.
Oh my god!
That is the best time for
Oh god, we broke her.
Oh, okay. I thought that was on my end. I'm
No,
like,
we
oh,
broke Cat.
Oh god.
Oh
So
no.
it's like that natural. It's just something you do when somebody freezes. For some reason, you also freeze, waiting for them to see what happens.
Yeah. You
So
kinda
then
figure
everybody
out
looks like they
what's
froze.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back, universe.
Welcome back
So
to the
you
world of
saw
Uncorrupted.
Yeah, you saw the chicken.
Yeah, hilariously, it froze just as I was had him turn to Lyra and be like, "Oh my god, can you make me into a chicken?" And then Mom's like, "That's not necessary. They've already spent a lot of." She's like, I mean, I know that sort of magic is pretty.
Do you want to be a chicken? Want to go cluck outside all
Come on,
day?
let's go play!
We can roost in a barn.
Find yourself some
Fucking hold
hay.
it.
Listen,
I didn't realize
Simon's gonna
it was
like
gonna
look
be the
over
podcast,
Max's
but
head.
Here we are.
Simon's gonna look over Max's head and like mouth to Lyra. It's like minor illusion. Cause like he's a kid, right? He's probably not much bigger than a 5 foot square, right?
Not
So
much.
Let's make him look like he's a chicken, maybe.
I do
Giant
that?
chicken.
Do you
I
have
mean-
minor illusion?
I do.
Sure.
All right.
I will also use minor illusion just so that we get like the bark 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 noises. Like you get the visual, I get the audio.
And Simon is gonna throw a
Chicken!
real big exaggerated wink at the parents so they know this is all the up and up, and they didn't just horribly polymorph their son.
They're laughing at it, and the kid is absolutely delighted.
Oh god, am I still asleep?
That must be so fucking surreal for Crypto to wake up to. Just wake up in the middle of the forest with a 3 foot tall chicken.
Oh no, the kid.
This is like really highlighting the difference between corruption and investing.
Oh no,
I don't
somehow the
think I
kid
can
got
fix
7
that.
layers of corruption while you were asleep.
Chicken boo, what's the matter with
Wow,
you?
what do you have to roll on the corruption table to turn into a giant chicken?
Oh, I was just thinking, it's just all these traits combined, and he just coincidentally looks like a chicken.
I don't know. You ask Rhymn, okay?
Don't behave like the other chickens do. Wear a disguise
turned
to
into a
look like
chicken?
human guy. Not a man, you're a chicken.
There you
So
go.
I will say, eventually you guys bring your short rest to a close and perhaps decide that you want to make it to the cemetery before you lose all light of the setting sun.
Oh yeah,
So
we
that we
definitely
can
want to be in the
actually try
cemetery
and
by
get
dark.
there. So that, I mean, if you guys want to rest here and wait until morning, you can.
I figure if all of this crypto might need a long rest.
You can do that if you want.
I'm fine. I feel 100%.
Oh wow, okay.
Do we have time to be doing all of this?
I mean,
Guess
Well, we
who
in a
made
hurry.
hot cocoa?
Where did he get that?
I'm just saying, like, I know we're here to follow whatever this map goes or whatever, but also, like, I don't know, there's a giant terrorist that tried to destroy the world and is probably working on something bigger.
Oh,
yes, but if you can't stop to help the little people on the way, then what's the point, Sammy?
Well, no,
Sorry,
no,
it's a roof
that's not what I mean. Of course I want to help people. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, I don't know.
Daiyo sort of shrugs. She's like, well, the professor did say that he needed a couple of hours to go through that data that we found. So
I know.
presumably after we're done here, we go back to the professor and he'll have another lead, and maybe we can go find this anarchist jackass. And I can
hope
shoot
so.
him.
Ooh, yeah,
Well-
I should.
Yeah.
That reminds Simon that he needs to actually check in and see if He needs to see if his drop email for the keylogger has actually picked up anything yet or not. This would be contingent on whether or not the chemist had come back to the old spot and tried to reuse the computer again.
Oh yeah, Simon. I went back. Remember how I told you I went back there? That place was gutted.
Oh,
No, the keylogger did not. Aya, you are in
Hello,
Windows
Aya.
now.
I'm gonna try to see if it's working.
Okay. No, the keylogger did not register anything, Simon. It looks like either he didn't return, or when he did, when whoever gutted that place, there wasn't anything left to log.
Wow, this is really surreal.
A little, yeah.
Sorry. I can hear. So like I can hear you guys, but I can't see you on the screen. Can you see me move?
Yeah, they're delayed, so it looks like there's literally two different versions of you, not like the same you.
It's
also,
really
I can hear
unsettling.
guitar music.
We heard the click twice.
I'm still hearing guitar music. Is that anybody else?
No.
No.
That might be real life, yo.
Luckily, I set up a window so it's just showing our Zoom call, like just our call.
Oh, nice.
So everyone got to see that, Aya.
Oh, good.
So you'll
You
get
can
to
see
see
your
it.
shitty jokes in the chat then.
Or no. We don't have the Zoom. I don't have the Zoom chat up.
Okay.
Just our
Alright,
windows.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try to.
Hey, nice
I went
to see
looking
you.
for pictures of giant chickens. I came up with.
Oh,
Eh!
maybe.
Eh? Hi. We can hear
Hi.
you.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah,
we
it's
see you
lagging.
frustratedly looking, I think, at your phone. It's a little frozen here.
Yeah. Okay. I can hear you guys.
That works.
Okay.
So, did you guys want to rest here for the evening, or just for a short rest?
I'll let Crypto be the deciding vote since he's the one that would be most inconvenienced. But if he's fine,
I am okay.
I haven't done anything all day.
I'm fine. I'm good now.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
I'm just a little bit winded now instead of in an immense amount of pain.
Okay.
Max, you're okay?
I'm great. She made me a chicken.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
I'm sorry. I need to throw more small children in front of Crypto more often because it's the funniest shit.
I just like
I
how
love crypto
Such a
so
big
much.
fan.
crypto
Such a
is
good
our.
boy.
Do we want to make this trip slightly quicker? I think I have a thing that might help.
Oh.
Is wobbly, kind of stands up, grabs a tree, and kind of looks for his button, his patch, his badge, and boop, touches it, and have the Sky Surfer pop up.
What?
I did that.
Now hold on.
He's gonna
Wait
sit
a
on
minute.
it. He's gonna.
I like how Crypto is our Hawkeye. You know, he's just our level-headed dude. Like everyone else is crazy, and he's just like, yeah, it's cool.
Okay. My computer is being a huge ass butt, so we're just gonna live here now.
Not the ass,
Okay.
but
You can kiss my ass. Anyway.
So the Sky Surfer, it has the two forms. It can either be the Sky Surfer, which just transports you, or the one that's a little bit more like the Web Surfer. And that one, you are on like a surfboard-like device, however you decide to make it look like, and you can transport 10 other people behind you, about 5 feet behind you.
yeah, that one.
Cool.
Ooh.
That one.
And
Is the-
it goes, it's not the fastest, but it has a top speed of 20 miles per hour, which is a hell of a lot faster than you guys can walk.
That's zippy.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's nothing compared to a car, but on foot it's pretty awesome.
It's like having a bike kind of thing.
It's actually good for all terrain because it's a hover, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think so. It is better than the traditional hoverboard that you can just buy in a store. So I'll say it hovers about 8 inches off the ground, but it can go over liquids to a certain extent. Once you get like too far away, once the water gets too deep, it can't continue just because there's nothing for it to balance on. But
Then you're just standing there like kicking the water.
yeah.
Would
At
it,
that point,
Fly, you Bojo!
would it be like it lasts 2 rounds or something? Like at the end of the second round on top of water, it needs to be on land or something?
I was gonna say though, does it just stop? Does it lose power and just begin to hover at that point, or
It's
does
one
it
of those
sink?
things where I haven't come up with all of the things for it because like it's partially magic and partially tech. So like my thought is if it's a puddle, you're fine. But if you're going over the ocean, once you get like a certain depth between you and the ground, it's gonna start going into the water because it wants to be a certain distance off the ground. But I actually didn't put a time limit on it, so I'm gonna say it lasts until you make it go away. In which case, you can only bring it back after you finish a short or long rest.
It does have a really low HP, so it's
Oh yeah, no, it's not great if it gets hit, but it's not meant for combat really.
I would say it would be safe. You could say 8 hours because a lot of those mobility spells, like the Phantom
makes
Steed
sense.
or whatever, are 8 hours, right?
So that makes your trip a lot faster. What would have been probably another 15 or 20 minutes of walking is reduced to about like 5 or 6 minutes as you guys sort of zip and weave through this windy forest path and come to a cemetery. It's very like old and traditional. So like a lot of Radix cemeteries these days are very different than what like normal people, real life people imagine. Like Sarans tend to prefer these big opulent cylindrical temples where everybody is cremated and has their own little tiny shrine. Elves tend to plant their ashes underneath vast forests that usually are in either tall towers or vast fields. This is a lot more traditional ancient human style where there's like the iron wrought fence all around it and just big marble mausoleums all over the place. Most of them have like family names, but as you guys are heading towards the one where you feel that beacon coming from, it leads you to a very small, simple mausoleum. And instead of the family name over the top of it, it bears the name Tomb of Lost Heroes. And flanking the door to it is 2 small garden beds overflowing with flowers like daisies and geraniums and honeysuckle and big, giant, fluffy pink peonies. And Sammi, as you approach, the little puzzle box that you had that sort of depicted where you guys were going, which was starting, you could see the map getting closer. You see a soft message, and it reads it off, but there's also text that sort of like is in that hologram form above it that says, the powers within the tomb can only be opened when the moon enters the sun.
Yeah.
And
Sammi, I think you're up.
we're going to pick up there next time because it's 10:30.
No! No, I want to keep going. God damn it.
I'm sorry, it's 10:30. I don't know how long this next part is going to take.
So sad.
Give me a second. I got to turn off my grayscale because it's like, no, fuck you. It's time for bed. Turn off your color, bitch. I have a picture of what it looks like. It's a very traditional mausoleum.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
I'm ready for vampires.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how you guys react to this next part. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna.
And then I'll put all those pictures that I was telling you guys about in the chat. Yeah. So anything else you guys want to do as you guys are just entering the cemetery before we end tonight?
No.
Barkley is just like, darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand.
Oh my god.
Creatures, because he's got the stream up, and he's just like moving it around, looking at the cemetery. Creatures search for blood to terrorize your neighborhood. But though you fight to stay alive, something whisper.
Your body starts to shiver.
Yes, thanks, Simon. But
For
no mere mortal
mortal can resist.
takes off the glasses and faces it towards himself, but has like the light of his phone like upcasting. The evil of the thriller.
But that's so terrifying. He's a skeleton.
And I turn off the stream.
Dun dun dun.
You
Nice.
should probably write down the fact that he's not streaming this part.
Yes,
I'm
please
gonna
Is that a
do.
Hertz
Do
reference?
Literally all caps. Bark is not streaming.
The chat is still like going nuts. It's just a bunch of skulls.
Oh yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Or ghosts.
Oh, and
It's
it
the
is
ghost
a
emoji.
the cemetery doesn't have a lot of lights in it, but it is a full moon tonight, so it's pretty decently lit.
It's a full moon tonight.
Huh, what a coinkydink.
Oh, if it is. You need to be able to see.
I have dark vision.
Of
It's fine.
course, it's a full moon.
It has to be. It's a dramatic
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. I make the weather. I make the celestial patterns.
I
It's
gotta
a full
ask.
moon.
Since I'm a shiny white skeleton, am I like glow in the dark?
Pretty glow in the dark, yeah. You're a little glittery right now.
It's
Nice.
okay. Sammi is as well. She's very shiny. You just look like a glowing orb walking around here.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see next time. And hopefully Bob will be able to join us next time. So his character will probably rejoin you guys because he knew where you were heading.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got a little mixed up with the time, and I think he was streaming his fiasco tonight. So if you guys follow him, go check it out. It should be on VOD soon enough. Yeah.
What is
So-
what is his Twitch channel?
Good question.
Because I
Give
feel
me
like we
2
need to say
seconds.
it.
I will
sorry,
say.
Bob.
I think it's Bob Hart.
I'm gonna say I will look it up, and in the meantime, Aya, did you have any plugs?
Yeah, I think the last game of the year for Dungeon Academy is this Sunday. I did a stupid, so come see what happens after that. It's 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on Power Score RPG's Twitch channel, so please come join us. It's gonna be a wild ride.
Nice.
Yay.
Jesse, what about you? You got anything?
No, we're not doing a game this Sunday, right?
We are.
I think we
Are we?
are, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I messed up last week when I said.
All
we
right,
were.
cool. So then I guess in that case, the only other plug I've got is our Sunday morning game here on this channel. It's based out of Waterdeep, but now we're going crazy places.
Going to the moon, I think.
Yeah,
What?
we ended up on the moon, but it's like awesome up there.
Oh
and
yeah,
not
we actually
really...
did go to the moon. Yes.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it's
I did
secretly
find
amazing.
it, Reese. I'll
Your phone's a
You're
little
like
blurry.
on
I
those
can kind
chunks.
of read it, but what does it say?
It's Bob Scary VOA. BOBSKERRY VOA.
Yeah, so go check
At
him out.
twitch.tv.com.
Go follow him. He's
Yay,
awesome, dude.
Bob.
Yeah. I have
His
no idea
playthroughs
when
are
I'm.
super chill and super fun. Yesterday I was watching it. It was a great time.
Yeah, I have no idea when I'm going to get a free Friday to play Fiasco, but I'm really excited too, because that sounds like a ton of fun game. And it's one of the ones that I have on my shelf, and I've never played one of the 27,000. Yeah.
Fiasco seems like a real fun game, and I would love to play it with particularly Vex. I think she would be fantastic at it. It is a game made for her.
Really quick plugs, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, be playing Acquisitions Incorporated, last one of the year, if everything goes to plan.
I hope so. I'm
have-
so excited.
No idea what happened to Jeanette's character. She kind of got teleported to the Xanathar's lair.
Oh.
And she was right after she got aged 50 years. So, yeah. We'll see what happens tomorrow on Power Score RPG's channel, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard. And then, at 7 o'clock on this channel, we'll be playing Adventures of the Tranquil Sea, where everyone's really high level. I think you're 19th level now? I keep leveling you guys up because you guys keep running into, like, multiverse level threats. And I'm like, yeah, that's... You survived.
Hang on, let me pull out this big-ass book and find out. Yeah, we're 19th level.
The group may or may not be joining a planeswalker from the Magic the Gathering series to go kill a elder elemental. The water one.
Fucking Scotty made us planeswalkers.
Ooh.
I know! It's cool as shit. I'm super excited. We're gonna go kick old Hydra's ass and then maybe go to Candlekeep and maybe meet Dagger's family, which I'm really excited and a little bit nervous about. So that's a thing.
Mm-hmm. And then right after this stream, if you're watching this live, which no one is, so it's whatever, I'm going to, if I still have it on my PS4, stream 100-foot robot golf. Because we mentioned it, and I think a lot of people don't know what it is, and they need to know what it is, because it's a great little indie game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Reese, you got anything?
Nope, not right now. Go check out Lluis's Twitter and
Yes.
Patreon and stuff.
He has an amazing
Yes.
Patreon, especially if you're into the lewd arts.
Or any of the crazy ass dragon stuff that I pulled up
yeah.
You
today.
said that
Too many
almost
dragons.
like...
And if you like crazy lewd dragons.
Especially if you like crazy
Kat,
lewd
you said that
dragons.
almost like it was like a monk school. Like, he was one with the lewd arts.
I mean,
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
you're not wrong.
Yeah. Callie,
I
you got
want that to
anything?
be a Retroverse class now.
No, don't say this shit. God, I hope that Lluis has stopped the video at this point because he will talk Chris into that shit.
It's like the drunken master, but the lewd master.
No.
The skeptical force is skeptical.
Censor bar nunchucks.
No, god damn it. Callie, do you have anything?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Caps Callie. I have commissions open all the time. And a giveaway for art coming up. I'm also in Lluis's game on Thursdays, Retroverse Furry Road, where I play a duck, because of course I do. And
The best duck.
Because
And-
branding.
I'm my brand. And hopefully we'll play this week. I haven't got to play yet, but if not, we'll play next year. And I'm excited. Anyway, go check out all that out.
One last thing I forgot. Sunday at 3 p.m., I'll be running a Retroverse one-shot holiday special, The Lich That Stole Christmas, on this channel.
Ooh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, next
That's
to
everything.
last thing, thank you again, Aya, for my beautiful dice. They're so pretty, and the amazing cookies. I love you guys, and thank you, Vex, for the maple candy. But I haven't tried it yet. I was waiting for Kevin. Yeah.
Good
night, everybody. Have a happy
hope they
holiday.
go
If we don't
better.
see you before then.
Bye.
Bye.